We're live with Carson-Newman NCAA Olympic sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators. We request your cooperation by supporting participants and officials in a positive manner. Coach Manley, ready for your sexist comments of intimidating actions directed at officials, student athletes, coaches, or team representatives will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal from the site of competition. Also, the consumption or possession of alcoholic beverages at the site of competition is prohibited. We thank you in advance for your cooperation.
Where's Jack? Where's Good afternoon from the Silver Diamond Baseball Complex, where Carson-Newman continues an 8-game homestand, the 4th game of 8 straight for the Eagles, spanning the end of March into the beginning of April. Continues this afternoon as the Eagles get set to play the King Tornado for the first time and only time in 2026. Carson-Newman, for the second straight midweek game, will give the ball to a pitcher that will make their first career start, Denver Slifka, with 9 career appearances on the mound. They've all been out of the bullpen. He'll make his first career start to wrap up the month of March. Slifka, a 5.7 earned run average in his 9 1/3 innings on the mound so far this season. 7 strikeouts and 3 walks. 6 of his 9 appearances have come in the month of March, and he's not allowed a run this season in the month of March. And Slifka will face this King Tornado starting lineup. The batting order will have Jose Ruiz, Justin Smith, and Cale Richardson 1-3. Tommy Reagan is hitting .357 as a freshman. He cleans things up. Mitchell Victor 5th. Logan Gianni in the 6th spot. Adrian Vidal and Mason Meinke and Christopher Rosario round out King's lineup on this Tuesday afternoon. King and Carson-Newman, the Tornado, in non-conference games 3-10 this season, while Carson-Newman's been really good in these non-conference games in 2026, a 9-2 record in out-of-conference games this season, and they've excelled in midweek contests as well, 4-2 in these midweek affairs with wins in its last 2. The second baseman, Jose Ruiz, will start things in this midweek matchup between Carson-Newman and King. The Eagles have won 4 straight in the series. Denver Slifka works from the stretch. The first pitch comes across a minute early at 2:59. It's a strike from Slifka to get things started here in Mossy Creek on what is probably the highest temperature day that Carson-Newman's played in this season, as Slifka's next one's a strike, and he's ahead quickly at 0-2. 77 degrees, partly cloudy on this Tuesday afternoon. Good weather all week is what's on schedule for Carson-Newman as it continues to play at home, as Slifka throws the ball into the turf. Swing and a miss by Ruiz, and Kevin Hammond throws down to first, and it's a 3-pitch strikeout for Denver Slifka to open things up in the opening inning. 5th start behind the plate for the Lipscomb transfer, Kevin Hammond. Logan Floyd, Cole Nathan, the usuals at first and second base. John O'Pierce, Aiden Gibson at shortstop and third base. Colton Evans, Maddox Green, Bradley Soto Diaz go left to right in Carson-Newman's outfield, as Slifka's first miss is the first offering to Justin Smith for a ball. Braxton Smith gets the day off in center field, so Maddox Green makes his 3rd career start out in center field, with Colton Evans to his right in left field, making just his 8th start in left, as Slifka's fallen behind 2-0 on Justin Smith. King's DH hits .305. In his 17th start of the year, 2-0 fastball runs inside, and after 3 pitches, 3 strikes and a strikeout of Jose Ruiz, Slifka's behind 3-0 on the 2-hitter Smith, with 1 away in the opening inning here from Jefferson City, Tennessee. Slifka's first career start as the righty sets and pitches a fastball high and away for ball 1. First base runners, the second batter of the game for the Tornado. Michael Simpson calls the balls and strikes in this midweek game. Just 2 umpires, part of the crew. Cameron Haney will man the bases. He's behind Slifka to the left-hand side, shooting off Cole Nathan a little bit from second base as Slifka comes set, facing Cale Richardson. The freshman picks to first base. As we mentioned, first career start for Denver Slifka, the 6'3" freshman from Knoxville, Tennessee, and West High School, has provided some length on the mound this year as he drops in a breaking ball to Richardson for a strike. A career-long 3 1/3 innings back on February 20th against 6th-ranked Lenore Ryan. He gave up 2 runs and had 3 strikeouts. 0-1 set, and the pitch is hit softly behind the mound. Nathan will flip to second for 1. No throw made on the return. It was hit so softly that the only out was the force at second. Richardson takes Smith's spot at first on the fielder's choice for the second out of the inning. 2 away for Tommy Reagan. Kings cleanup batter is one of the best that the Tornado has to offer so far this season. Him and Richardson 3 and 4 in this order, the top 2 hitters, as Reagan checks his swing and taps it foul off to the right side. Reagan leads this King team in batting average, hits, doubles, runs batted in. Team high 45 hits so far this season. 14 of them are for extra bases. 0-1 breaking ball, roll to the left side off a couple of hops. Aiden Gibson fields cleanly, throws to the force at second base where Cole Nathan has it for out number 3. No runs, no hits, no errors, and they strand one on back-to-back fielder's choice. Carson-Newman comes to bat against Connor Haynes in the bottom of the first after this on the Eagle Sports Network.
Don't know what to wear on game day? Head over to shopseeandeagles.com for all of your Carson-Newman athletics gear. You can find clothing from Adidas, Columbia, Nike, and Under Armour to cover you from head to toe. Shopseeandeagles.com also has duffel bags, backpacks, jewelry, pet supplies, and gifts. Don't waste any more time. Prove you are the ultimate Carson-Newman fan with the official gear of the Eagles at shopseeandeagles.com. Visit today.
Dorm food got you down? Need a home-cooked meal? Then Lisa's Country Kitchen is for you. Lisa's Country Kitchen has been feeding Carson-Newman students for 15 years. Lisa's has a family-friendly atmosphere all day long, from the morning with her $2.99 breakfast specials to dinner with Lisa's fresh, never-frozen steaks. Carson-Newman students get a 10% discount with their student ID.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Back in Jefferson City, Carson-Newman set to bat for the first time against left-handed starting pitcher Connor Haynes, the 6-foot lefty from Churchill, Tennessee, and Volunteer High School will make another midweek start this season for the Tornado, 4th start of the year for Haynes. He started a game against Carson-Newman last season, and now will pitch against the Eagles again here in 2026. A 12 ERA for Connor Haynes this year, 1 win, 2 losses over 15 appearances that span 21 and 2/3 innings pitched, 18 strikeouts to 13 walks. Teams are hitting an impressive .413 against the Southpaw this season. Connor Haynes will face this Carson-Newman batting order. Colton Evans will lead things off for Carson-Newman. The Eagles 11-2 when he hits leadoff. Maddox Green, Logan Floyd, the first 3 hitters scheduled to hit here in the first. Bradley Soto Diaz, Cole Nathan, Tanner Kilgore, 4, 5, and 6. Kilgore with now consecutive midweek starts at DH. Aiden Gibson, John O'Pierce, and Kevin Hammond. The last 3 hitters in Carson-Newman's batting order on this Tuesday afternoon against Connor Haynes. After a scoreless top half of the first, Carson-Newman will try to change that with Colton Evans leading things off against the lefty Haynes. This Carson-Newman offense has fared very well in the month of March. That's what's led to this 11-5 record this month. And offensively, they have found their groove as Haynes winds, and the first pitch of the bottom of the first is hit sharply to short. Nice backhand stab. A drop, though, on the throw before it's made by Vidal. And it'll go down as the game's first error. It was picked cleanly off the turf by Adrian Vidal. But as he tried to transfer it from glove to hand, he bobbled it. Colton Evans ran hard and is able to sprint to first base safely. It was still a bang-bang play at first, but Evans beats it out. Eagles have a base runner to open this first inning for Maddox Green. Lefty Haynes comes set. No look at first, and he pitches to Maddox Green, who bunts at third base side. Fielded on the run, and a nice throw made across by Christopher Rosario on a sac bunt. So Green gives himself up. Perfectly placed bunt. Rosario makes the play. It's a 5-3 put out on the sac bunt to move Colton Evans into scoring position with 1 away for Logan Floyd. Floyd hitting a team best .390 this season. Batting average really for all of conference play except for the last now 2 weekends has been above 400 for the year. First pitch breaking ball from Haynes drops across the zone at 67 miles per hour for a called strike. 16 straight games Floyd has been on base. His hitting streak's just at 3 games. But has found himself on the bases quite often here in the month of March. High fastball from Haynes evens up the count on Floyd with Evans at second base here in the first. Scoreless opening inning, with Carson-Newman having its 3rd hitter to the plate in this frame with just 1 out. Fair lead for Evans at second base. Haynes with a look toward the bag, and now he pitches to Floyd, a breaking ball that has Floyd fall over as he swings and misses. Comes up empty on a 68-mile-per-hour breaking ball, and it's 1-2. Multiple Carson-Newman hitters are hitting above 400 here at the Silver Diamond Baseball Complex. Floyd is one of those, hitting .462 in home games. Evans is picked off, and now he's in a rundown. The second baseman, Ruiz, has it. He's running him down and will tag out Evans for the second out of the inning. Good move by Connor Haynes. He got Colton Evans leaning at second base. The throw was good, and Evans was forced to get in a rundown. For out number 2, Eagles don't have anybody in the scoring position now, and Connor Haynes is an out away or a pitch away from a 1-2-3 unconventional opening inning. It's a 1-4 caught stealing. 1-2 now to Floyd with 2 away. Breaking ball is crushed into the left center field gap, and it drops in for a base hit. Cut off before it gets to the wall by Richardson and holds Logan Floyd to a single. But the most frustrating part is Colton Evans would have had the game's first run. Instead, for Floyd, it is just a long single to left center. Carson-Newman's first hit puts Floyd aboard with 2 away for Bradley Soto Diaz. Cale Richardson out in left field. Logan Janney in center field. Mason Meinke is the right fielder for King as Soto Diaz stands in. The first one from Haynes is a fastball away for ball 1. We mentioned Christopher Rosario at third base. Shortstop is Adrian Vidal. Jose Ruiz at second. First baseman's Tommy Regan. And the catcher is Mitchell Victor, making his 10th start behind the plate. 1-0 set for Haynes, and he pitches to Soto Diaz, an inside fastball up to 81 miles per hour to even the count at a ball and a strike with 2 outs. Eagles have had 2 runners in this inning. Colton Evans reached on a fielding error, was caught stealing, though, during Floyd's at-bat. And then the next pitch, Floyd hit into left center field for a single, and that's why he's at first right now. 1-1 foul by Soto Diaz was late on a breaking ball. And it's a 1-ball, 2-strike count here in the opening inning. Connor Haynes trying to match Denver Slifka's scoreless first in this midweek contest. Haynes working from the left side of the rubber. Comes set and pitches a 1-2 that Soto Diaz hits sharply right to the shortstop Vidal. The force play made at second base and the inning's over. No runs on a base hit, an error as well, and Carson-Newman strands a runner. We've played a scoreless first inning here at the Silver Diamond Baseball Complex on the Eagles Sports Network.
Tri-Light is proud to support Carson-Newman Athletics. We salute the student athletes who are working hard to make great things happen on the field, in the classroom, and in the world. It takes vision, commitment, and teamwork, qualities we share at Tri-Light. Our mission is to provide life-changing opportunities by building a world-class fiber broadband network. If you'd like to learn more, please visit trilight.net or call us at 833-847-0824.
We select our insurance companies the same way you do, very carefully. When you work with us, you can count on receiving fast, courteous, and professional service and quality protection through Auto Owners Insurance. For a no-problem approach for your life, home, car, and business insurance needs, ask us about the No Problem Company, Auto Owners Insurance. Call Bible Insurance Agency at 423-586-4320 or go by 1600 East Andrew Johnson Highway in Morristown, serving the Lakeway area's insurance needs since 1931.
Andrew Rogers, glad to welcome you back to the Eagle Sports Network here from the Silver Diamond Baseball Complex. Carson-Newman and King playing for the first and only time here in 2026. Both teams held scoreless in the opening inning. Both teams got base runners, nothing doing with the runners, though. And now Denver Slivka goes back to work for a second inning against 5, 6, and 7 of this King order. First pitch of the inning to the left-handed hitting catcher, Victor, is a strike from Slivka, who needed just 11 pitches to toss that scoreless opening inning. Only runner that reached was Justin Smith on a 5-pitch walk. Called strike on the outer half to Victor, and Slivka's worked ahead 0-2. Talked about Slivka's ability to give Carson-Newman multiple innings, and that low pitch count in the opening inning certainly feel as if he could maybe go 2 or 3 for Carson-Newman to start this thing. It's the 0-2 set, and the pitch is a fastball foul back. Keeps things at 0-2 on Victor to open the second inning. Mitchell Victor, 9 hits, 30 at-bats to hit 300 this season. 3 multi-hit performances for the freshman catcher, who stands back in from the left side, waiting on another Slivka 0-2. Breaking ball hits softly towards second. Nathan moves to his right, fields, and throws out Victor at first base. Nathan had no time to crow hop. He had to stop his momentum from going any closer to the second base bag and throw across his body for the opening out of the second. Good play by the All-Sac second baseman there. Didn't need to rush it, but needed to hurry to get Victor. And now Logan Janney with 1 away in the second. First pitch to the center fielder for King is a strike. Janney finished off a good weekend. Even though King was swept by Young Harris, Janney went 4 of 5 at the plate in the last 2 games of that series. 0-1 fastball away, misses to even the count. It's a King team that enters today's game having lost 10 straight games. And they have not won a game in the last 17 days, nearly 3 weeks since a victory. As Slivka drops in a breaking ball to Janney for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strike count with 1 away and a scoreless top of the second between Carson-Newman and King. Now the 1-2 hit on a couple of hops to John O'Pierce. Waits on the last one to throw to first for out number 2. Back-to-back groundouts to open up the second for Slivka. 10-game losing streak for the Tornado. 4th longest active losing streak in Division II. Surprisingly, the 3rd longest active losing streak, though, among Southeast region schools. Chowan and Claflin have lost more games consecutively here as of late than King in the Southeast region, as the first pitch to Adrian Vidal is a strike. Good work from Denver Slivka here early on, pounding the strike zone. 20 pitches, 15 strikes for the rookie. Here's the 0-1. It's another strike. Outside corner at 81, and he's worked ahead on Vidal, 0-2 now. A lot of soft contact against Slivka here early on. A couple of ground outs so far. Trying to finish off Vidal for a 1-2-3 second. 0-2 on the way. High and inside fastball. Waste pitch moves the count to 1-2. Force the shortstop Vidal to move his head out of the way. 1-2 breaking ball. Tried to go to the outer edge and missed outside on his slider. And it's a 2-ball, 2-strike count. 2-2 set for Slivka here in the second. Breaking ball away again. Vidal aware. Stays away from the slider outside, and now the count is full at 3-2. 2 quick strikes from Slivka, now 3 straight misses. The first by the fastball, the next 2 by the slider, has the count full at 3-2 to Vidal. The payoff to the plate as a slider hit off the end of Vidal's bat foul toward King's first base dugout. Adrian Vidal, the two-out batter here in the second. A second payoff from Slifka is a fastball on the outer edge for called strike 3. The 8th strikeout in Denver Slifka's freshman season ends a 1-2-3 second. Carson-Newman will try to change this scoreless contest in the home half of the second after this.
How do you know you're in a community, not just a town? Well, strangers smile as they walk by. They refill your coffee without you asking. And when you ask directions, people offer to walk you there. Communities give more. The way you know when you walk into First Bank that you are in a real community bank. Great products, direct access to your local bankers, and relationships that can last a lifetime. Don't just have an account. Have a community with First Bank. Member FDIC.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
3 half innings in the books in this midweek game. 3 scoreless half innings. King held in check in the second. A 1-2-3 inning pitched by Denver. Slifka keeps things scoreless as Connor Haynes finishes up his warm-ups prior to beginning this home half of inning number 2. Fine crowd on hand here at the Silver Diamond Baseball Complex. Expect people to continue to work their way to the ballpark today on what is the nicest day up to this point of the season for Carson-Newman baseball to play. There was a couple of weekends where Carson-Newman was on the road and the weather was outstanding here in Jefferson City, Tennessee. Just the way the schedule sometimes works, the weather was good this past weekend, just a little colder than one would like toward the end of March. But fantastic weather today, 77 degrees and partly cloudy as Cole Nathan stands in for Carson-Newman to open the second, bottom half of it. 5-6-7, and Nathan swings and bounces the first pitch on a couple of hops to the shortstop Vidal. His throw pulls pulls Reagan off the bag. And another throwing error by Vidal will allow Cole Nathan to reach. It's the second time that Vidal's been slick with his mitt, but the throw has been the reason he's charged with a second error here in his many innings. So that's the second time in a row the inning for Carson-Newman opens with an E6 as well. Nathan aboard for Tanner Kilgore, the DH. This is a King team, second best in Conference Carolinas by its fielding percentage at 97 for the year. First pitch breaking ball outside to Kilgore for a ball. But the Tornado is in the midst of its worst stretch defensively here as of late. They've committed an error now in 6 straight games and now have 5 of those with at least 2 errors. 1-0 set, the breaking ball pitch to Kilgore is in there for a called strike at 68 miles per hour. 1-1 count on Tanner Kilgore, a .241 hitter. Just 29 at-bats in what is his 9th start and 14th appearance in his junior season. Before a 1-1, Haynes will pick to first. Eagles have a runner on base to open the inning. Second straight inning, that is the case. Kilgore waits on a 1-1. Change up away for ball 2. Kilgore made 34 starts last year as Carson-Newman's designated hitter, hit above 300, had a career year with 33 RBI and tied for the team lead in home runs. But this year has battled through an early season sickness, back into the lineup for Carson-Newman, hoping that he can find his groove again at the plate as he takes strike 2 to see the count even up against him, against Haynes in this second inning. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nathan aboard at first. The Eagles and Tornado scoreless so far. Haynes picks to first. He's already picked off 1 Eagles runner. That was Colton Evans at second base in the opening inning. Haynes pitches a 2-2 breaking ball. Kilgore lifts it out toward right field. Long run for Meinke, and he won't get there. It drops in for a base hit. Meinke was playing deep toward right field and closer to right center than the right field line, and so Tanner Kilgore drops in Carson-Newman's second base hit. And Kilgore's 8th of the year puts runners on first and second for Aiden Gibson. Two on, nobody out. Gibson batting. First baseman Reagan comes in a little bit as Haynes will step off and pick to second base. Gibson hitting .270 for Carson-Newman this season, and coming off his best weekend of the season. And really his best stretch of baseball here has been in the last couple of weeks and the month of March as he shows bunt. Will bunt at third base side. Rosario gets a late jump on the run. Will throw to first. It pulls the first baseman, or rather Ruiz covering first off the bag. A run will score. Kilgore hustling around third. The throw is cut off at the plate. Kilgore slides in safely. What was going to go down as just a sacrifice bunt for Gibson eventually allows 2 runs to score on Rosario's error. Third King error in the first 2 innings. It was well away from Ruiz, this short second baseman covering first. And Kilgore hustling all the way from first, slides in safely. And it's 2-0 Carson-Newman here in the second. John O'Pierce bats for the first time for Carson-Newman. Corners playing in as Pierce bunts at third base side again. This one will be fielded by Haynes. His throw late, pulls Rosario off again. It gets away from him. Gibson will sprint home. It's 3-0. Back-to-back throwing errors by King. This one by the pitcher Haynes. The 4th error by King. Second in as many pitches. Again, they had Ruiz, the second baseman, covering. These bunts have been placed very well, and the Eagles taking advantage of King's mistakes. Now Nathan, Kilgore, and Gibson have all scored on errors in this second frame. Still nobody out as the 9-hitter Kevin Hammond steps in. He shows bunt, bunts it up into the air, foul into the screen, strike 1. So now Pierce aboard at first base. Win picks up as Kevin Hammond stands back in for Carson-Newman, making his 5th start of the year. 1 career hit in 8 at-bats in his first season with the orange and blue. Shows bunt again and takes a high fastball for ball 1. Three nothing Carson-Newman here in the second. 3 King errors and 4 batters here in this second inning have allowed Carson-Newman to strike 3 times. Hammond showing bunt again. A 1-1 fastball is high and outside from Haynes. And it's 2 balls and 1 strike. Second time this season, King has 4 errors in a game, matching their season high. 2-1 is bunted by Hammond, first base side. Haynes off the mound, bare hands it with his left hand and flips to the first baseman, Regan, for the out. Perfectly placed bunt by Hammond. That will be a sacrifice bunt. And it moves John O'Pierce into scoring position with 1 away. First out of the inning is the 5th batter, Hammond. And it brings Colton Evans to the plate for Carson-Newman. Evans batting for the 2nd consecutive inning. Reached by an error before being caught stealing in the first. First pitch fastball from Connor Haynes misses upstairs. King's other 4-error game this season was the first game in this month of March. On March 3rd, they committed 4 errors at Tusculum in an 11-8 loss. They've already committed 4 with only 4 outs recorded so far as Haynes drops in a breaking ball outer edge for a called strike. 1-1 count on Carson-Newman's leadoff batter, 6th of the inning for Carson-Newman. The lefty Haynes comes set. Fair lead for Pierce. He gets his secondary as Haynes goes home, and Evans slaps a breaking ball into the screen for strike 2. Fouled it off. Carson-Newman 4 hits, King 4 errors. Eagles have a 3-0 lead. Haynes sets, they'll go to second base. Pierce gets back safely. Looked like for a second he was leaning toward third to get that secondary lead. Wisely was able to hustle back in time before Haynes' pickoff attempt to Ruiz, the second baseman who was covering. 1-2 set for the southpaw Haynes. Good changeup away. Forced Evans to kind of lean over as he watched it into Victor's mitt for ball 2. Two ball, 2 strike count on Colton Evans here in the second. Kings defense plays back with 1 away in the second frame as Haynes sets. A look at second base, and now he pitches to Evans, a breaking ball that's fouled off. Two balls, 2 strikes on Evans here in the second. Eagles lead 3-0. Haynes' pitch with Pierce taking off as a swing and a miss for strike 3. Pierce hustles to third and slides in safely. Stolen bag for Jono Pierce, his 6th of the year, but Colton Evans down swinging on strikes. First strikeout by Connor Haynes is out number 2 in the second inning with Pierce at third base. Maddox Green waits on the first pitch and takes called strike 1 at the knees. Green laid down a sacrifice bunt in his first at-bat, 1 of 2 already by Carson-Newman in this game, who's elected to use the small ball approach here early on, and that's benefited them to a 3-run lead. As Green is hit by the 0-1 breaking ball from Haynes. I think it hit off his foot or ankle there as it swept its way toward the plate. So Green hit by a pitch for the 10th time this year. Puts runners on the corners for Carson-Newman, and it's all sack first baseman Logan Floyd bats with 2 on and 2 out. Haynes comes set. Glove at his belt as he lifts and fires to Floyd. Tried to go to the inner half with a changeup and missed for ball 1. 1-0 count. Carson-Newman in this inning has scored 3 runs on 3 hits. 3 King errors have aided those runs to come across as Haynes' fastball makes it 2-0. Aiden Gibson, Jono Pierce both laid down bunts that were intended to really be sacrifice bunts, but go down as base hits, and throwing errors that King made allowed runners to score on both of those bunt singles. Floyd hits one on the ground, left side. It's the shortstop, Vidal, trying to backhand the ball in the hole and can't make the play. Logan Floyd's got himself a second hit in as many at-bats to score Carson-Newman's 4th run. RBI single for Logan Floyd scores Jono Pierce, and the Eagles will bat around now in the second inning. It wasn't hit all that well, but it was hit enough in the hole that not certain Vidal had any play anyway. With the speed of Green moving from first to second and Vidal having to move away from any bag that he had a force play at. Time called as Connor Haynes has faced 8 batters in this second inning, in which Carson-Newman scored 4 times on 4 hits, and Haynes' defense behind him has made 3 errors. Pitching coach Ray Berry, former King pitcher, out to chat with Connor Haynes, with the infield joining in. First and second, 2 away, 4-0 Carson-Newman, and Bradley Soto Diaz will be the batter for the Eagles. Trying to balloon this lead out some more here in the second. Lefty Haynes back to work. It's been a long inning for the southpaw. He's thrown 33 pitches so far, and he fires in a strike to Soto Diaz at the knees for strike one. No balls and a strike, 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. 2 on, 2 out for Soto Diaz, the cleanup hitter. Next one home, ball under the turf, breaking ball at 78. And Soto Diaz stays away. Ball on a strike on Soto Diaz, hit into a fielder's choice in the first. 9th batter of the inning for the Eagles. Breaking ball stays high from Haynes, and it's 2 balls and 1 strike. Carson-Newman's already scored 4 times in this inning. 21st time this year the Eagles have scored 4 or more runs in an inning. And obviously by far the most errors committed by an opponent in an inning as well. 2-1. Soto Diaz late on the fastball at 81 and sees the count even up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. The Eagles have scored as many as 8 runs in an inning. That was that 3-run comeback at Anderson to open this month. Scored 8 times to rally at Anderson in that game. 2-2 set for Haynes. Fastball fouled off by Soto Diaz. Lines it foul sharply to stay alive against the lefty Haynes here in the second. Haynes steps off, now regroups as he sees Soto Diaz stand back in. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 on for the Eagles. 2 outs in the inning. Soto Diaz takes high on a fastball at 82, and the count is full. Runners will be on the move when Haynes makes his move toward home. Soto Diaz waiting on a 7th pitch from Connor Haynes here in this at-bat with 2 on and 2 out. The payoff home. High ball 4. Inning continues. Carson-Newman will get Cole Nathan back to the plate. The 10th hitter of the inning will be Nathan with the bases loaded here in the second. Almost feels like one ball hit into the gap here by Cole Nathan, or even just an RBI base hit that scores a pair of runs, could give Carson-Newman some nice cushion to work with here in this midweek game. Take advantage of King's mistakes even more. Haynes sets, lifts, and fires the first one to Nathan. An outside fastball for ball 1. Now 41 pitches for the southpaw Haynes. Starting against Carson-Newman for the 2nd straight game between these two teams. 41 pitches, 25 strikes so far, facing his 14th batter and his 10th this inning. 1-0 to the second baseman Nathan is another fastball away. 2-0. Carson-Newman's bases loaded struggles have been documented often this season. In the last 12 seasons, Carson-Newman has never hit below 220 with the bases loaded. This year they're hitting a .177. 2-0 fastballs away at 3-0. Now certainly a bases loaded walk here does not count toward the batting average. Would be a productive at-bat to score a run, but the Eagles have just not had the necessary capabilities at times to drive in runs with a base not. Just 11 hits and 62 at-bats with the bases loaded. Here's a 3-0 to Nathan that Haynes finds the zone in finally. It's now 3-1. Nathan himself batting for the 7th time this year with bases loaded. He's 1 for 6. 3 balls and a strike. Green at 3rd, Floyd at 2nd, Soto Diaz at 1st. 3-1. Called strike. Nathan took 2 steps to first, thought he had ball 4. Back-to-back 3-2 counts here that Connor Haynes has worked in. He lost Soto Diaz on the 7th pitch to ball 4. Here's the 6th one from Cole Nathan. The lefty sets. Runners move the pitch home, and Nathan fouls it back. Runners are on the move, obviously, in this 3-2 situation with 2 outs on the board, and so they move back to their respective bases. Back-to-back 7-pitch at-bats here by Soto Diaz and now Cole Nathan. He waits on his 7th. Fastball away, ball 4. Carson-Newman's lead extends to 5-0. Bases loaded walk, well-deserved for Nathan's efforts at the dish, and now an 11th hitter of this inning for Carson-Newman will come to the plate in Tanner Kilgore, but not before a pitching change from King. End of the line for Connor Haynes. It's 5-0 Carson-Newman. The bases are loaded. There's 2 outs in the home half of the second. We'll tell you who the Tornado goes to next on the mound after this.
Sure, we've been around a while, 171 years to be exact. We know the power of a liberal arts-based Christian education and the tremendous potential of what can be found on this campus, within this community. We are adventurers, dreamers, believers, passionate and compassionate, curious and clever, driven by a common purpose towards a common goal.
I found my passion.
I found purpose.
We are Carson-Newman.
What will you find?
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
Freshman Cade Pomeroy now to pitch for King, the 6'3" right-hander from Hendersonville, Tennessee, and Hendersonville High School. In to pitch for the Tornadoes, 16 appearances now this season for Pomeroy, a 9.6 ERA and 14 innings of work, 18 walks to 12 strikeouts, the ratio there. He has allowed 10 extra base hits this season. Half the hits he's allowed have gone for extra bases. And opponents this season hitting .355 off the freshman right-hander this season. Pomeroy takes the ball from Connor Haynes, who has been plagued by some defensive struggles in this second inning. If you're just joining us, it's been a long second inning in favor of Carson-Newman. The Eagles have scored all 5 of their runs in this frame on 4 hits. 3 of the hits have not left the infield. And there's also been 3 errors in this second inning, 2 of which came on those bunt singles by Aiden Gibson and Jono Pierce. And that's why Connor Haynes has allowed 5 runs, but only 1 of them is an earned run. So Pomeroy ready to roll, bases are loaded. Tanner Kilgore is Carson-Newman's 11th batter of this second inning. Eagles trying to continue to pile it on here in the second frame against King in this midweek game. Kilgore singled, one of the 4 hits in this inning. First pitch swinging, he lines a fastball at 87 miles per hour foul. It's 0-1. Impressive how Carson-Newman's hit the ball out of the infield 1 time this inning and has scored 5 times. 0-1 set, the pitch to Kilgore is fouled back. Another fastball, that one up to 88 on the radar. Makes it 0-2. Kilgore late on both fastballs in his second at-bat this inning. Logan Floyd is at third base. He got there after Soto Diaz and Cole Nathan walks. Soto Diaz, Nathan aboard at second and first. The 0-2 pitch from Pomeroy. Breaking ball stays well high. And it's a ball in 2 strikes now in this second inning. Pomeroy sets at the belt, lifts and fires a 1-2 breaking ball. Tried to go to the inner half, and it didn't break far enough into the strike zone, and it's 2-2. Carson-Newman's at-bats have been really good here with the bases loaded. Soto Diaz and Cole Nathan each worked 7 pitch at-bats, as Kilgore is going to watch another breaking ball stay high. And it's 3-2. The junior DH will wait for a sixth here. As Cade Pomeroy pitches to his first batter out of the bullpen. Here's the payoff. Runners move, and the pitch is well outside for ball 4. So Pomeroy fires in 2 quick strikes and then 4 consecutive balls, loses Kilgore, and Carson-Newman extends its lead to 6-0 on a back-to-back bases-loaded walks. Maddox Green scored previously. Logan Floyd scores now. Soto Diaz to third. Nathan to second. Kilgore at first. And the batter's Aiden Gibson. First one of the senior third baseman's into the turf for ball 1. 5 straight have missed the zone now from Pomeroy. It's a 6-run second for Carson-Newman. Eighth time this year the Eagles have scored 6 times or more in a singular inning. 1-0 from Pomeroy. 6 straight misses now. Another fastball into the turf. It's been a miserable inning for King so far. 3 straight walks from its pitching staff. 4 errors committed in the game. 3 are in this inning. 2 came on consecutive pitches. 2-0 is low and outside to Gibson, and Pomeroy has lost control of his command after his first 2 pitches were strikes. Gibson reached base with an infield bunt single. Is able to advance to second on the throwing error. 3-0, he's taking all the way and does take a strike. So 7 straight misses, and Pomeroy's back in the strike zone. 3-1 the count on Aiden Gibson, hitting .435 over his last 10 and making his 175th career start today. 3-1 from Pomeroy. Is hit well through the left side on a line for a base hit. Soto Diaz scores. Nathan will round third and score without a throw. 2-run single for Aiden Gibson extends Carson-Newman's lead to 8-0 in the second. 6 straight Carson-Newman hitters have reached base safely. 2 RBI knock for Aiden Gibson. Keeps the line moving here in the second. Carson-Newman has 8 runs this inning, and only one of them is an earned run to King's pitching staff as Jono Pierce takes called strike 1. Pierce is Carson-Newman's 13th batter of this inning. Most batters to come to the plate in one inning for Carson-Newman this season. 0-1 set, the pitch home is high and inside to Pierce for ball 1. Just like Aiden Gibson, Jono Pierce had a bunt single and scored a run and saw a run score because of a throwing error by the pitcher at the time, Haynes. 1-1 set, Pomeroy offers an inside fastball that jams Pierce, and he just barely lifts it foul over top the first base dugout for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strike count. Runners at first and second for Carson-Newman here in the second inning. It's 8-0 Eagles here on the Eagle Sports Network. 1-2 pitch to Pierce. Called strike 3 at the knees, inning over. Very productive inning, though, for Carson-Newman. It scores 8 times in inning 2, sends 13 to the plate, 5 hits, and they score 8 runs on 3 errors, 2 stranded on base. Eagles by 8 after 2 here on the Eagles Sports Network.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City has deals for Carson-Newman students. Bring in your valid student ID when you order for pickup or delivery, and Domino's in Jefferson City will give you a steaming hot large 1-topping pizza for $4.99. That's a large 1-topping pizza for Carson-Newman students for $4.99 at Domino's in Jeff City. Call 865-471-6700 to order. That's 865-471-6700. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
Okay, let's see. I'm ready to do this. Carson-Newman. It's been around since 1851. Lots of flexible online programs. Wow. World-class accredited academics. A faith and learning environment with professors who really care about me. A top 10 best value school. Carson-Newman gives $48 million a year in financial aid. This is the perfect place. I'm in.
Back at the Silver Diamond Baseball Complex, Eagles up 8-0, and Maddie Knuckles, Carson-Newman women's basketball's Southeast Regional Tournament MVP, was just celebrating her, what I believe to be probably 20th birthday here at the Silver Diamond Baseball Complex, as King's 8th batter of the lineup, Mason Meinke, taps one foul toward first base. 8-9-1, Meinke and Rosario to hit for the first time through the order here in the third, and then Jose Ruiz back to the top. Meinke at the plate, his 48th at-bat of the year, 20 appearances so far for the left-handed hitter, who swings and bounces one to second. Nathan sliding to his right, makes the play. He'll throw it to first, and Floyd helps him out on a scoop. Terrific defensive work by Cole Nathan. Almost made it look routine how simple he made that sliding effort look to easily get to his feet. Throw is a little short, but he knows he's got Logan Floyd there to pick it at first base for out number one. Terrific defensive play from Nathan, who's made many of those types of plays all season long and throughout his Eagles career. 9-hitter is Christopher Rosario, and he takes a strike from Denver Slifka, who quietly now has retired 8 straight since a one-out walk in the first. A one pause for the freshman righty, and his pitch to Rosario, an outside slider, levels the count at a ball and a strike. Slifka 30 pitches so far to get the first 7 outs of his first career start, and he's found the zone 21 of the 30 offerings now. Breaking ball fouled off at the plate for strike 2. And it's a 1-ball, 2-strike count on King's third baseman Rosario, who's made defensively one of King's 4 errors. Looking to redeem himself here at the plate, hitting .296 for the year. 16 base hits, just 3 of them have gone for extra bases. 1-2 set for Slifka with 1 away in the third. The pitch is a changeup outside for ball 2. 2-2 count on Rosario here in the third. Sun comes back out here at the Silver Diamond Baseball Complex as Slifka bounces in a breaking ball into the turf, gets away from Hammond behind the plate for ball 3. 3-2 count now on Rosario here, with 1 away in the third. With Carson-Newman ahead 8-0 here on the Eagles Sports Network. Eagles have taken advantage of 4 King errors, but have also compiled 6 hits. 3-2, slider away, swing and a miss by Rosario. Third punch out for Denver Slifka. He's retired 9 straight. And there's 2 outs here in inning 3. Really good pitch. It wasn't going to be for a strike, but he started the slider in the strike zone and then had it move away from the plate. That's what allowed Rosario, or forced Rosario, to chase it away for the second out of the inning. And now the leadoff man, Jose Ruiz, takes an outside breaking ball for ball 1. Slifka trying to record 9 outs in his 10th career outing. That's ball away, sees the count go to 2-0. Talked about Slifka making his first career start. Most of the time when he's come out of the bullpen, he's been asked to get a few outs here and there, enter some situations mid-inning as he fires a strike to Ruiz. Four of his 9 outings entering today have asked him to get less than an inning of work out on the mound. Good fastball away, evens the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes on Jose Ruiz. Slifka's only allowed 6 earned runs all year, and they were in back-to-back outings at the end of February. He's found himself in a groove here in the month of March. 2-2, slider into the turf. Ruiz stays away. And back-to-back King hitters have worked full counts on Denver Slifka here in the third. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, top of inning number 3. Carson-Newman up 8-0. The pitch from Slifka is an outside slider for ball 4. That'll end a stretch where Slivka had retired 8 straight tornado batters. Ruiz on base for the first time, and now Justin Smith. Justin Smith, the DH, is the only other King hitter to reach base. He was walked in the first, and he takes inside from Slivka for ball 1. Slivka has now reached the 40 pitch mark. That was pitch 41. As he works against Smith here in the third, with his team up 8-0. CN's right-hander bounces one into the turf. It bounces over the first base dugout and goes out of play. Young fan in attendance goes and snags that thing from behind the first base dugout. And a wild pitch will move Ruiz to second base here in the third inning. Bounced off the plate, I think, in front of Hammond as well, and that's why it got so far high into the air and out of play. 2 balls, no strikes, the count on Smith, who waits on a pitch and lines it into right field over the leaping Nathan into right field for a base hit. Soto Diaz drops the ball, but Ruiz turned around third and stopped there. And so it's King's first hit off the bat of Justin Smith. A line drive single to right. Puts runners on the corners with 2 away for Cale Richardson. Good piece of hitting by King's DH, who has just his second hit in his last 6 games. And now with 2 on and 2 out, it's one of the best hitters in this King order, the 3-hitter Cale Richardson. Richardson hitting .316, leads this club with 7 home runs. And the first pitch from Slivka is a breaking ball at 79 for strike 1. Richardson bounced into a fielder's choice in the first. It's a 5-4 fielder's choice put out at second base in that first inning. A 1 set, and Slivka pitches a slider away for ball 1. Denver Slivka's first career start coming on this Tuesday afternoon, the last day in the month of March. 1-1 pause, and the pitch to Richardson. He's late on a breaking ball and fouls it off for strike 2. King has put together some 2-out life here in inning 3. After Meinke bounced out and Rosario struck out, Ruiz was walked and Smith singled. They're at first and third with 2 outs for Richardson here in the third. 1-2, slider away. Richardson made a motion toward the pitch, but stayed away from it. And the count is even. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on for King in this third inning, trying to chip away at what is an 8-run deficit. Slivka offers a 2-2. It's low and outside at 3-2 now. First time he's really worked with traffic in this game, and probably the worst his command has been as well. This is the third 3-ball count in a row, or in this inning rather. Runners take off, or the runner from first takes off, and Slivka's breaking ball outside is ball 4. Third walk of the game for Slivka, second of the inning, draws Carson-Newman's pitching coach Jason White out of the third base dugout. And at least for now, he's going to talk with his freshman pitcher. No signal made to the bullpen just yet. Bases have now been loaded for King. 2 walks and a single to load him up here with 2 away in this third inning for the cleanup batter, Tommy Regan. It'll just be a conversation between White and his young pitcher Slivka, with his catcher Kevin Hammond out there chatting as well. Slivka's up to 49 pitches. We talked about how this is one of his longer outings. His longest was against Lenore Ryan in relief work on February 20th, 3 1/3. No other outing has he recorded more than 3 outs this season. Bases loaded. First one to Regan is a fastball, or rather a breaking ball, outside for ball 1. Now 50 pitches for the freshman Slivka. Working with the bases loaded, 28 of them are strikes. There's 29 as he fires a strike on the outer edge to Regan to level the count. King's top run producer, Tommy Regan, batting here. The freshman has 26 RBI this year. Batting with the bases loaded here in the third. 1-1 misses, and then Kevin Hammond's pickoff attempt from first is thrown into right field. King has its first run. Soto Diaz tracks it down quickly. It'll just be a one-base error. Everybody moves up a spot, and Kevin Hammond's throwing error makes it 8-1. Ruiz scores, Smith from second to third, Richardson from first to second. Pitch was a ball as well. Floyd had to lean across the runner who was diving back into him to try to get the ball, but it was well out of his reach. As Slivka's breaking ball misses high and inside, and it's 3-1. There is an open base at first now. But Slivka trying to just end this inning right here. His fourth 3-ball count of the inning. Hitter's count for Regan. Here's the offering. It's a slider knee high. Regan thought about it, stayed away, and sees the count go full at 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 in scoring position for King here in the top of inning 3. Payoff from Slivka. Fastball high, ball 4. Fourth walk now from Slivka, third in the last 4 batters in the second straight. And the bases are loaded again. Mitchell Victor bats with the bases loaded. King has done all of this with 2 outs. They've only put the ball in play twice in this inning. 1 ground out and that Justin Smith line drive single. The ball's been in the outfield once. Well, twice, if you count the throwing error. As Slivka's fastball is in on the hands of Victor for a called strike. 8-1 the score. Carson-Newman scored 8 times in the second inning. King has responded back with so far 1 in this third. Nothing in 1 pitch. Slivka fires in a strike. And it's nothing in 2. First time Slivka's worked ahead, nothing in 2 on a King batter in this top of the third inning. Will it result in the final out of the frame? Tornado has the bases loaded. 0-2. Ball into the turf. Good block by Kevin Hammond. Keeps it in front. Runners will stay put on ball 1. Really good execution by Hammond to keep that ball centered right in front of the plate, knowing that breaking ball from the freshman Slivka was coming. 1-2 pause. And the pitch to Victor. Runs inside and it hits King's catcher. It's 8-2. Bases loaded, hit by pitch. Brings in another King run. Regan to second, Richardson to third. Smith scores. Victor now aboard. And Kevin Hammond will walk out along with pitching coach Jason White. And Carson-Newman will go to the bullpen here in the third. King has gotten 5 straight hitters on base with 2 outs here in the third. Carson-Newman's going to the bullpen for the first time. Up 6 here on the Eagles Sports Network.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
The #1 source for Carson-Newman athletics gear is shopcneagles.com, where you can find gear from Adidas, Columbia, Nike, and Under Armour. Shirts, jerseys, sweatshirts, shorts, pants, hats, and scarves. Shopcneagles.com is your source for everything CN. You can even show your school spirit on your smartphone or tablet. All of your game day essentials can be found in one place. ShopCneagles.com.
Back in Jefferson City, Tennessee, where Carson-Newman is trying to get out of a top of the third inning in which King has scored twice and has the bases loaded. James Salico's the reliever to pitch for Carson-Newman, and his first offering is bounced into the turf for ball one. Fourth career appearance for James Salico. His first three, he has recorded 3 outs. A couple of walks and a strikeout for Salico on the mound this season. 1-0 pause for the righty, and he pitches into the turf again. He gets underneath Kevin Hammond, but a late jump from Richardson at third. He'll stay put there on ball 2. King has got the ball out of the infield once, but has scored twice here in the third inning. A throwing error and a hit by pitch are why runs have scored here in the second. Nowhere to put the 6-hitter Logan Janney. He's ahead 2-0 and swings behind a breaking ball from Salico for strike 1. Janney grounded out against Denver Slifka last inning. Grounded out to Jono Pierce, shortstop, in that second frame. 2-1 set, and Salico pitches. Breaking ball, knee high for strike 2. Eighth batter for King here in the third. They have been able to get its last 5 hitters to reach base as Salico tried to backdoor Janney with a breaking ball and missed inside. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Yet another 3-ball count here in this third inning. The 5th of the frame in 8 batters. Janney against Salico with the bases loaded. Runners move. The pitch home is lined sharply foul as a breaking ball, and Janney was all over it. Crushed it foul toward some of the players sitting off toward Carson-Newman's bullpen in foul ground. Nowhere to put Janney. Bases loaded. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Eagles up 6 in the third. Breaking ball called strike 3. This time Salico gets the backdoor breaking ball. His second career strikeout ends King's 2-run third. Eagles up 8-2 as we head to the home half of the third after this.
When you're sick and tired of fast food and need a fresh home-cooked meal, turn to Lisa's Country Kitchen. Lisa's been cooking up her fresh, never-frozen food for the Lakeway area for more than 15 years. Lisa's cares about her customers. You may enter a stranger, but you'll leave a friend. From foot-long hot dogs to juicy steaks, Lisa's has the best food for the best prices.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
Cade Pomeroy warms up to pitch this bottom of the third inning. He was able to record the final out in that 8-run second for Carson-Newman, and he'll go to work once again here in this third inning. Took him 15 pitches, but he did finally end that Carson-Newman 8-run second inning, which finally brought to an end starting pitcher Connor Haynes' line. Haynes gets 5 outs in this game, an inning and 2/3, allows 5 hits, 8 total runs. Only 1 of them are earned. A couple of walks and a strikeout for Haynes, the lefty, and 14 batters faced. And now he gives the ball to Cade Pomeroy, and he'll open the third for the Tornado against 9-1-2 in Carson-Newman's batting order. Kevin Hammond will lead things off. Colton Evans, Maddox Green back to the top of the order for the Eagles here in the third. First pitch of the frame is a high fastball from Pomeroy for ball 1. Carson-Newman leads 8-2. All 10 runs have been scored in consecutive half innings now. Bottom of the second for the Eagles, top of the third for King. As Hammonds watched the first 2 now Miss outside the strike zone on fastballs from Pomeroy. Here's the 2-0. It's a fastball outside. It's 3-0. Already in this game, these two teams have combined for 9 free passes. 3 walks by King, 1 hit batter, and now a 4th walk, the second by Pomeroy. Kevin Hammond aboard to open the 3rd on a 4-pitch walk. Colton Evans will get a 3rd at-bat in his mini innings. He's reached by an error and struck out. So far in his trips to the plate. He bats with Hammond at first base with nobody out here in the 3rd. Pomeroy sets, first one home. Evans shows bunt, takes it back because the fastball at 85 miles per hour is low and outside for ball 1. Now 5 straight misses from Pomeroy here to open the 3rd. After 2 early strikes to start his relief outing, he then missed on 7 straight last inning. He's back in the strike zone with a fastball to Evans to even the count at a ball and a strike. Rosario playing just inside the bag at third base. Potentially anticipating a sacrifice bunt. Evans has showed it in this at-bat. Pomeroy sets, long pause. And now he pitches with the runner moving from first. Evans swings and fouls it off. Hit and run scenario there. Hammond taking off on the pitch. Evans bounces it foul, and it's strike 2. A ball and 2 strikes. Eagles have a runner at first base here in inning 3. Up by 6. Pomeroy sets at the belt. And will pick to first base. Hammond not getting much of a lead at first. Back with ease. Talked about the success of Carson-Newman's offense. 8 double-digit hit games for the Eagles over their last 10 games. So far, 6 and 2 full innings as Evans watches a breaking ball stay above the hands for ball 2. 2-ball, 2-strike count on Carson-Newman's leadoff batter. During this 10-game stretch in which the Eagles have 8 double-digit hit performances, they have produced 3 games with 10 or more runs. 2-2, 75% effort by Evans on the changeup blow. It'll be swinging strike 3. Evans has struck out twice in 3 at-bats, and with 1 away, it's Maddox Green's turn. Good pitch there. It was not a strike from Pomeroy, but he got just enough of a chase on that fastball below the knees. And the 1-out batter with 1 on is Carson-Newman's center fielder, Maddox Green, who will wait a second as Pomeroy checks on the runner, Hammond at first base. First one to Green. Breaking ball just broke enough to not hit Maddox Green, the right-handed hitter, but it stays inside still for ball 1. Green was hit by a pitch in that 8-run second inning, scored 1 of Carson-Newman's 8 runs. Placed down a sacrifice bunt in the first inning. 1-0 pause for Pomeroy. He pitches with Hammond moving, and Green hits it softly through the right side for a base hit. Hammond's going to go first to third on the hit and run to put runners on the corners. Maddox Green has his first hit. It's Carson-Newman's 7th. Corners are occupied for Logan Floyd here in the 3rd. Eagles have executed the hit and run now several times over the last handful of games. Did it a couple of times this past weekend against Newberry. Green does just enough to hit it through that open right side. Ruiz was going to cover the second base bag because of Hammond attempting to steal, and that opens up a lot of room for Green to poke one through the right side. Now Logan Floyd's turn, and he takes a breaking ball high and inside from Pomeroy for ball 1. 2 base hits for Logan Floyd so far. His batting average right at .400 as he bats for the 3rd time in this game. Both of his base hits have been singles. One went into left center field, the other went to shortstop. Short lead for Green at first, but that's where Pomeroy tries to pick him off, and Green's back safely. Logan Floyd's first hit of this game was the 180th of his career, up to now 181 career hits, with 2 hits and 2 plate appearances of this game as he fouls a 1-0 fastball back for strike 1. Nobody on this Carson-Newman roster has more base hits than Logan Floyd, and the all-sack first baseman's done it in 2.5 years. 1-1 set for Pomeroy, and he'll pick again to first. Green back safely. Floyd has added another multi-hit game to his career ledger, now 56 career games with at least 2 hits. Another pick to first. Pomeroy's throws are all good throws, but Green's not getting much of a lead, so there's really no contest on these pickoff attempts. Green maybe gets an extra half step on this new lead over at first base. Takes a couple extra ones, now moves from first. Floyd bounces this one down the third base line, foul. So Green goes in motion on the pitch, but will head back to first as Floyd bounces one foul down the third base line for strike 2. The junior Floyd, as we've said, 56 career multi-hit games now, 16 of them are this year. By far the team lead. Here's the 1-2, and he lines it sharply. Will it stay fair? It will, down the left field line. Kevin Hammond scores with ease. Rounding third is Maddox Green. Will put on the brakes there as Logan Floyd trots into second base with an RBI double. Second RBI of the game for Logan Floyd. Plates Carson-Newman's 9th run, and the lead extends to 7. Green hustles to third base. Kevin Hammond scores from third with ease on a ball that went into the left field corner. 2 in scoring position for Carson-Newman's cleanup hitter, Bradley Soto Diaz. First one to him is hit well out toward right field. The right fielder, Meinke, was positioned well. He makes the catch, barely moving, just a couple of steps back, and it'll be a sacrifice fly for Bradley Soto Diaz. Green scores without a throw. Floyd also moves a base as well, and Carson-Newman's scored double-digit runs for the 5th time in 11 games now and leads 10-2. Productive play by Soto Diaz. Time called. Second-year head coach Brad Hills going back to the bullpen. 3 outs recorded by Cade Pomeroy and 8 batters faced. 31 pitches is all that he'll get. 2 outs in the third. Carson-Newman leads 10-2. We'll tell you who King's new arm is. It's a right-hander coming out of the bullpen after this break on the Eagles Sports Network.
There's something about a small community that unites us, whether it's cheering on our favorite team or the way we come together in a crisis. Small communities are made up of people with big hearts. We're dedicated to hard work and innovation through sunny days and stormy nights. AEC is always here, powering the people and the places that make our community a spectacular place to call home. AEC, power what matters most.
Insurance, it's about people, not things. It's about security. It's about confidence. It's about relationships. It's about trust. It's about you. As a local independent agent, Bible Insurance Agency can design an insurance program that's just right for you and your family. Give the people you love safe, sound, secure protection from Auto Owners Insurance. Call Bible Insurance Agency, 423-586-4320, or go by 1600 East Andrew Johnson Highway in Morristown.
A runner at third for Carson-Newman. 2 runs have already scored here in inning 3. Eagles trying to add more. They'll have to do it against King's third pitcher and second reliever, and that is Colin Goldsmith. An 8.49 earned run average for Colin Goldsmith. 12 appearances this season, 11 and 2/3 innings pitched for the sophomore right-hander. 16 hits allowed, 12 runs have scored against him, 11 earned, 8 walks, 7 strikeouts. Opponents hitting .348 against Goldsmith this season. He is a 6'1" sophomore right-hander from Travelers Rest, South Carolina, and Travelers Rest High School as well. His last 2 appearances, he has allowed runs to score, those being against Belmont Abbey and UVA Wise, 10 days and a week apart this season. Mentioned his 12 appearances. He's allowed runs in just 5 of them, though. He's had stretches this season of not allowing runs over 4 straight appearances, and he'll try to at least get this final out of inning 3, in which Carson-Newman has already added 2 more runs back to its score after allowing 2 in the top half of inning 3. 10-2 game. Cole Nathan bats for the 3rd time, and the first time here in this 3rd inning. He is reached by an error and has been walked. First one he sees from Goldsmith, the righty, is a strike. So Pomeroy gets 8 batters after Haynes faced 14. Now the first for Goldsmith is a strike to Cole Nathan. Nathan stands back in. 0-1 from the sidearm righty is outside for ball 1. Nathan is Carson-Newman's 5th batter of the inning. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch to Nathan, lined softly right to the second baseman, Ruiz. Wasn't hit all that well. Off the end of Nathan's bat. Ruiz positioned well. He makes the catch, inning over. Carson-Newman adds 2 more runs on a couple of hits in the 3rd. It's 10-2 Eagles after 3 on the Eagles Sports Network.
Don't know what to wear on game day? Head over to shopseeandeagles.com for all of your Carson-Newman athletics gear. You can find clothing from Adidas, Columbia, Nike, and Under Armour to cover you from head to toe. ShopSeeAndEagles.com also has duffel bags, backpacks, jewelry, pet supplies, and gifts. Don't waste any more time. Prove you are the ultimate Carson-Newman fan with the official gear of the Eagles at ShopSeeAndEagles.com. Visit today.
Dorm food got you down? Need a home-cooked meal? Then Lisa's Country Kitchen is for you. Lisa's Country Kitchen has been feeding Carson-Newman students for 15 years. Lisa's has a family-friendly atmosphere all day long. From the morning with her $2.99 breakfast specials to dinner with Lisa's fresh, never-frozen steaks. Carson-Newman students get a 10% discount with their student ID.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Top of the 4th, about to get underway. 1 defensive change for Carson-Newman with the lead at 10-2. Ryan Bolton is now Carson-Newman's left fielder and will take the place of Colton Evans at the leadoff spot in Carson-Newman's batting order as well. Only change for Tom Griffin and his coaching staff as we get set to open the 4th. James Salico got the final out of the 3rd, and he starts this 4th inning against Adrian Vidal, who rips one on a line into right field for a base hit. This ball gets away from Soto Diaz and rolls all the way to the wall. Vidal will round first and trot into second base. It'll be a base hit, a single for Vidal, and an error, fielding error by Soto Diaz. That moves Vidal into scoring position. Second error by Carson-Newman, 6th error of the game. We still have plenty of baseball left. Mason Meinke comes to the plate for King. He's hitless in 10 straight at-bats, counting his ground out earlier in this game as Salico's breaking ball misses outside for ball 1. Those are little plays that head coach Tom Griffin certainly will make note of when he discusses this game over with his team. Just the plays, even in an 8-run game, you don't want to have happen because you don't know what it can lead to. As this one's hit softly to the right side, Meinke jammed on an inside breaking ball, rolls it to Cole Nathan softly, who throws out King's right fielder for the first out of inning 4. Vidal moves to 3rd. And now Christopher Rosario. 10-2 the lead. King trying to add another run back here in the fourth. Breaking ball line foul sharply out of play. 0-1 on Christopher Rosario, who struck out last half inning against Denver. Slifka was one of 3 of Slifka's strikeouts. One pause for the senior righty Salico here with 1 out in the fourth. Swinging a drive, it slices foul for strike 2. Carson-Newman up 10-2, trying to continue its winning ways against King in this ballpark. The Eagles have won 8 straight home games against King, and during this 8-game home winning streak against the Tornado, as Salico fires a fastball at 87 past Rosario for strike 3. Third career strikeout for James Salico is the second of the fourth. And now back to the top for Jose Ruiz with 2 away. Good fastball from Salico. Eagles during this 8-game home winning streak against King, though, have outscored the Tornado 72-17. First one to Ruiz. He's late on a fastball and lines it foul for strike 1. Overall, the Eagles have won 4 straight against King, and over the last 6 seasons have won 13 of the last 15 meetings. 0-1 breaking ball stays high and inside. Nearly hit Ruiz, the shortstop at 5'4", ducks out of the way for ball 1. Carson-Newman's only losses to King in the last 6 seasons are by 6 runs here at home and 2 runs, or by 1 run in Bristol in 2024. Foul ball by Ruiz moves the count to 1-2 as Salico tries to strand the leadoff batter Adrian Vidal at third. He singled, reached second by error, was moved to third on a ground out. 1-2 from Salico. Fastball inside and high for ball 2. We've had runs in 3 consecutive half innings. Salico trying to change that with a scoreless fourth. 2-2. Breaking ball popped up high out toward shallow center. Behind second, it's Cole Nathan and Jono Pierce, and Pierce, the shortstop, calls off the second baseman Nathan and makes the over-the-shoulder catch to end the fourth. First scoreless inning since the top of the second. James Salico throws it for Carson-Newman. The Eagles lead 10-2, and this is the Eagles Sports Network.
Tri-Light is proud to support Carson-Newman Athletics. We salute the student athletes who are working hard to make great things happen on the field, in the classroom, and in the world. It takes vision, commitment, and teamwork, qualities we share at Tri-Light. Our mission is to provide life-changing opportunities by building a world-class fiber broadband network. If you'd like to learn more, please visit trilight.net or call us at 833-847-0824.
We select our insurance companies the same way you do, very carefully. When you work with us, you can count on receiving fast, courteous, and professional service and quality protection through Auto Owners Insurance. For a no-problem approach for your life, home, car, and business insurance needs, ask us about the No Problem Company, Auto Owners Insurance. Call Bible Insurance Agency at 423-586-4320 or go by 1600 East Andrew Johnson Highway in Morristown, serving the Lakeway area's insurance needs since 1931.
Carson-Newman advantage on this partly cloudy Tuesday afternoon here at the Silver Diamond Baseball Complex. Final day of March, and Carson-Newman's hoping that it can conclude this month of March in the right way. The Eagles this month 11-5, but have won 10 of their last 12 this month, and the only 2 losses over the last 3 weeks this month have been a one-run loss to Newberry over the weekend and a 3-run loss to Tusculum. Tanner Kilgore is going to open the 4th inning for Carson-Newman, 6, 7, and 8 of Carson-Newman's order. Kilgore leads things off for the Eagles, his 3rd plate appearance in the game. 2 productive ones so far for the junior DH. First pitch of the inning is a fastball that misses for ball 1, dropped behind the plate by the catcher Victor. 1-0 to open the 4th with the Eagles up 10-2. All 10 runs for Carson-Newman, scored in its last 2 appearances at the plate. 8-run second, 2-run third. 1-0 roller to short. Vidal, long throw, one hops into the mitt of Regan at first base, and there's one away. First time Carson-Newman has not got the leadoff guy on base in this baseball game, and the Eagles entered the day getting their leadoff batter in an inning on more than 50% of the time, a pretty strong rate. That's continued today, but does not happen here in the fourth as Kilgore bounces out. And now Aid Gibson with one away against the righty Colin Goldsmith, and Gibson crushes it to left field, and it drops in front of the left fielder Richardson for a base hit. Aiden Gibson staying hot at the plate. He is 3 for 3. And they're all singles for the senior outfielder who continues to get better and better as this season grows along. Gibson was Carson-Newman, by far, Carson-Newman's best hitter this past weekend against Newberry. And he has picked up right where he left off. He's aboard at first for John O. Pierce, who takes outside. Gibson had 8 hits in the 3 games this past weekend. He now has 11 in his last 4 games. First pitch ball to John O. Pierce, batting with 1 on and 1 out. Gibson takes off. Pitch is a foul ball as Pierce leaned across the plate to tap it foul. Another hit and run there, and Pierce wasn't forced to, but the situation and what head coach Tom Griffin called for was for him to swing the bat. He did all he could just to foul it off for strike 1. Gibson back at first base to get his short lead off the bag. As Goldsmith sets with his right foot closer to the left side of the mound, comes set and then picks to first. John O. Pierce 1 for 2. And bounces one on a couple hops to short. Vidal throws to second for 1, back to first, and it is a double play. Kings defense turns another double play. Their first of this game ends Carson-Newman's 4th inning threat. No runs on a base hit for the Eagles in the 4th. 10-2, Carson-Newman advantage. We head to the 5th. This is the Eagles Sports Network.
How do you know you're in a community, not just a town? Well, strangers smile as they walk by. They refill your coffee without you asking. And when you ask directions, people offer to walk you there. Communities give more. The way you know when you walk into First Bank that you are in a real community bank. Great products, direct access to your local bankers, and relationships that can last a lifetime. Don't just have an account. Have a community with First Bank. Member FDIC.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
Braxton Roberts is Carson-Newman's new pitcher. 3rd pitcher for Carson-Newman in this game is Braxton Roberts to open the top of the 5th here on the Eagles Sports Network. The lead is 10-2 for the Eagles as Roberts gets ready to open this 5th inning against the 2-hitter Justin Smith, and the pitch is outside for ball 1. Braxton Roberts making his 19th career appearance, 4th of the year. 2 1/3 innings pitched so far this season for the righty, who's missed on his first 2 pitches. Inside this time to make it ball 2. Second appearance this month for Braxton Roberts through a scoreless inning on March 13th, 18 days ago at Emory and Henry. 2-0 fastball runs inside, 3-0 to Justin Smith. To begin this fifth inning here on the Eagles Sports Network, after 3 consecutive half innings of runs, these two teams held scoreless in the fourth. 4-pitch walk to open Braxton Roberts' fourth appearance of the year. Smith reaches base for the third time. He's been walked twice in this game. And now Cale Richardson. Eagles will try to turn a double play potentially here for Braxton Roberts. The Eagles have turned 23 double plays this year, fourth most in the South Atlantic Conference this season. 10-2 the game. The score, and Richardson on the first pitch pokes it through the left side for a base hit. So after 4 straight misses, Richardson does not wait. In the first strike, Roberts' throws was right down the middle, and Richardson pokes it to left for a hit. Third hit for King, first by Richardson. Puts runners on first and second for the Tornado. Hit sharply through the left side. Pearson Gibson had no chance to snare it. And now Tommy Regan. First one from Roberts to Regan is a fastball outside at 78 for ball 1. Wind gusts pick up here at the Silver Diamond Baseball Complex as these two teams play on a 78-degree day here in Jefferson City. 1-0 pitch is popped high into the air. Foul ground. Logan Floyd trying to track it with the wind, slides and won't make the play. Almost felt like that ball was going to go out of play. And then the wind was pushing it so far back into the field of play, and by the time Floyd tried to get to it from his spot at first, it was already bouncing in front of him in the turf and foul ground. Foul ball, strike one, 1-1 count on the cleanup hitter Regan. Roberts a long look at second. Now the pitch home is an inside breaking pitch, a changeup for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strike count. Roberts working with 2 King batters, or King runners on base here in the 5th. The senior righty pitches a breaking ball, called strike 3. Back-to-back changeups in identical spots, and Roberts has the first out of the 5th. Braxton Roberts has his 13th career strikeout, 5th of this season. There's one away now in the top of the 5th inning. Great pitch from Roberts, and now he faces the lefty Mitchell Victor. First pitch changeup again, this one outside, ball 1. Victor is grounded out in the second and was hit by a pitch, part of that 2-run third. His hit by a pitch drove in a run. 1-0 pause for Roberts. Short lead for Smith at second base, and now Roberts drops in a changeup at 75 for a strike. King at 10-24, hoping that today it can snap out of a 10-game losing streak. Meanwhile, Carson-Newman's trying to close the month of March with a 12th victory this month. Ground ball foul behind the plate as Victor hit it off the end of his bat for strike 2. King's 10-game skid is the program's 3rd losing streak of 10 games or more over the last 16 years. They lost 11 straight at one point last year, and it was all the way back in April of 2011 when they lost 10 or more games as well, as Roberts is 1-2 fastball runs away, and it's a 2-ball, 2-strike count with 2 on and 1 out in a 10-2 game. Carson-Newman's 8-run second has created separation in this one. 2-2. Ball into the turf. Hammond blocks it. Runners stay put. Count is full. Even though King has lost 10 straight games, it has been productive and has battled some quality teams. 4 of these 10 losses during this streak by 2 runs or less. Payoff pitch runs outside, and Mitchell Victor draws a walk to load the bases. Smith moves to third base. Richardson to second. Second walk by Roberts here in the 5th as the bases loaded for King. Carson-Newman now as a club has issued 6 walks and in total 7 free passes if he got hit by a pitch. First one to Logan Janney is outside for a ball. Roberts has thrown 16 pitches and just 6 strikes. One-oh pause for the senior. Swing and a miss. Janney behind the fastball at 82 for strike 1. One ball, one strike, bases loaded. The pitch to Janney's clubbed out toward left field. Ryan Bolton going back near the wall. He runs out of room, and King's Logan Janney has hit a grand slam here in the 5th. Janney's 5th home run of the year clears the bases for the Tornado, and it's 10-6. RBIs 22, 23, 24, and 25 for the junior center fielder here in 2026, and he got all of that one. And King has made this a 4-run game in the 5th. Roberts responds with a strike to Adrian Vidal. Vidal 1 for 2, singled in his last plate appearance. One pause, and Roberts bounces one into the turf. 4 runs now on one swing for King here in the top of the 5th. Logan Janney's 5th home run clears the bases. 1-1 now. Swing and a miss. Vidal behind the changeup at 75, and it's 1-2. One-two set. Roberts pitches. Ball into the turf, and Vidal stays away. 2-ball, 2-strike count on Vidal. He's 1 for 2, batting for the 3rd time in the game. First against Roberts, and he hits one high out toward left field. Ryan Bolton going back to the wall again. He's tracking it near the wall, leaps up. It hits off the wall. Extra bases for Adrian Vidal, who stands up at second base with a 1-out double. The wind doing all sorts of things with these high fly balls. And Braxton Roberts has allowed now back-to-back extra base hits, and he'll be relieved of here in this 5th inning. Brock Culpepper going to come in for Carson-Newman. It's a 4-run game. King's grand slam from Logan Janney has made it 10-6 here on the Eagles Sports Network.
Sure, we've been around a while, 171 years to be exact. We know the power of a liberal arts-based Christian education and the tremendous potential of what can be found on this campus, within this community. We are adventurers, dreamers, believers, passionate and compassionate, curious and clever, driven by a common purpose towards a common goal.
I found my passion.
I found purpose.
We are Carson-Newman.
What will you find?
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
Carson-Newman leads King 10-6. There's 1 out in the top of the 5th inning, and the Eagles turning to a 4th pitcher today. 3rd reliever is Brock Culpepper as he warms up prior to making a team now leading 14th appearance this season, or actually a tied for the team lead 14th appearance with Eli Norris. It'll be career appearance 55 for Brock Culpepper, who will pitch against King for the 6th time in his career. First time this season in the game's only meeting between these two teams in 2026. He'll work with a runner at second base against Mason Meinke in this 5th inning. King's already scored 4 times in inning 5 on Logan Janney's grand slam. First one from Culpeper out of the bullpens, a fastball outside for ball one. Culpeper's made appearances against King in the 2023, 2024, 2025, and now 2026 seasons. As the senior righty sets in the 1-0 breaking ball, drops in for a called strike at 78. It's a 1-1 count. Of those 5 career appearances against King, 4 of them have been scoreless outings. Or check that, 3 of the 5 have been scoreless outings. 1-1. Another slider. This one's roped, and it is slicing foul. Or hooks foul, rather, from the lefty Meinke for strike 2. Meinke ready for that breaking ball. Hit it well, but it hooks to the right-hand side of the right field line. And now it's a 1-2 count on King's right fielder, who is hitless in his last 11 ABs. 1-2 set for Culpeper. He looks at second base, now pitches. Fastball on a chopper to third. Gibson leaps into the air. He crow hops and fires to first. Floyd stretches out to make the catch. And Carson-Newman has the second out of the 5th. 5-3 ground out to start Culpeper's relief outing, and now he'll face Christopher Rosario. Braxton Roberts still on the line for the runner Vidal at second base. That was Roberts' last batter faced. His double has him at second with 2 away as Rosario bats against Culpeper. 10-6 game, first one from Brock Culpeper to Rosario's a strike. Culpeper's making his 7th appearance here in the month of March. No one set. A look at second base, and now a pitch home. Rosario thought about bunting. Instead, the pitch was outside and low for a ball. 1-1 count. This is Culpeper's now 4th appearance in a midweek game. He's got midweek appearances against Alabama, Huntsville, Trevecca Nazarene, and Lee this season as he drops in a breaking ball in the inner corner for strike 2. 1-2 count as the senior tries to get Carson-Newman out of this 5th inning. This King team has sent 8 to the plate. Rosario being the 8th in this 5th inning. 1-2. Slider into the turf. 2-ball, 2-strike count. King in this 5th inning has gone walk, single, strikeout, walk, grand slam, double, ground out. Vidal at second with 2 away. The 2-2 home. Fastball down and away, 3-2. Open base at first. It's a 3-2 count on Rosario here in the 5th. And that's where he'll head. Rosario reaches for the first time as Culpeper's slider runs outside. 3rd walk of the inning by Carson-Newman's pitching staff. And the 7th of the day. That brings Jose Ruiz in the top of the order. King will bat around for the first time in this game. He sent 8 to the plate in a 2-run 3rd. And they'll send a 9th batter to the plate here in a 4-run 5th. 2 on, 2 out. King trying to continue to cut into this deficit. First one to Ruiz is a bouncer to 3rd. Gibson charges, and Wisely will step on the bag at 3rd for the final out of the inning. But 4 come across for King on 1 swing. Logan Janney with a grand slam makes it a 4-run game as we head to the home half of the 5th here on the Eagles Sports Network.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City has deals for Carson-Newman students. Bring in your valid student ID when you order for pickup or delivery, and Domino's in Jefferson City will give you a steaming hot large 1-topping pizza for $4.99. That's a large 1-topping pizza for Carson-Newman students for $4.99 at Domino's in Jeff City. Call 865-471-6700 to order. That's 865-471-6700. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
Okay, let's see. I'm ready to do this. Carson-Newman, it's been around since 1851. Lots of flexible online programs. Wow. World-class accredited academics. A faith and learning environment with professors who really care about me. A top 10 best value school. Carson-Newman gives $48 million a year in financial aid. This is the perfect place. I'm in.
Carson-Newman will try to get back some of the runs that it allowed in the top half of this fifth inning. King scored 4 times in the top half of this fifth, to cut Carson-Newman's lead in half to 4 as the Tornado turns to a fourth pitcher in this Tuesday midweek. It is Aiden Ricker. The left-hander warms up for the Tornado. He is a 6-foot left-hander from Davie, Florida, with a 7.59 earned run average here in 2026. 2 losses to his line this season. 11 total appearances as a freshman, 10 2/3 innings, with 12 overall runs allowed, 7 walks, and 5 strikeouts. Opponents are hitting .426 against Aiden Ricker. No King pitcher has a worse opponent batting average than the left-hander, who is ready to roll. His warm-up pitches are complete. And Kevin Hammond is Carson-Newman's leadoff batter. Kevin Hammond, Ryan Bolton, Maddox Green. Bolton, a defensive replacement in the third, will get his first opportunity to bat here in the home half of the fifth. First one from Ricker out of the pen is a swing and a miss by Hammond at a changeup at 77 for strike 1. Both teams have scored 4 or more runs in an inning. Eagles have an 8-run second. King has this 4-run fifth. Now the Eagles trying to answer in the home half as Hammond takes high on a fastball to see the count go to 1-1. Hammond has not recorded an official at-bat in this baseball game. He has laid down a sac bunt and has been walked. And now pops one foul behind the press box for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strike count. The lefty Ricker out of the bullpen to face Hammond to open the fifth. 9-1-2 for the Eagles this inning as Hammond's behind a slider for strike 3. And King has a strikeout. It's Aiden Ricker grabbing his 6th of the year to open the fifth. One away, and now Ryan Bolton. Bolton batting for the first time, takes a fastball low and below the knees for a ball. Bolton hitting .268, was the hero in the middle game of this series and why Carson-Newman won this series against Newberry this past weekend. Grounds one sharply, left side, bounces off the glove of Vidal and goes into foul ground. Bolton rounding first base. He's hustling and will move to second base. Hard turnaround second, and he'll stop there with what is going to be a base hit for certain. That'll be Carson-Newman's 10th hit. We'll see how if it's scored a single or a double. Bolton certainly never stopped running as he hit it. And it is going to go down as a double for Ryan Bolton, his 2nd of the season. And 3rd extra base hit gives Carson-Newman a runner in scoring position for Maddox Green. Shows bunt, pulls it back, and takes a strike. So how about Ryan Bolton now? 2 of his last 3 appearances have been extra base hits, have featured extra base hits. He started the 10th inning in a 3-3 game with Newberry with a triple down the right field line and then scored on a Sebastian Rodriguez sac fly to help the Eagles walk off the Wolves over the weekend. Bolton will stay put at second base as Ricker's pitch goes into the dirt, or into the turf, for ball 1. The Eagles with double-digit hits now again. 9th time in 11 games over the last 11 now for Carson-Newman's offense as Ricker steps off to pick to second base. No tag made as Bolton's back with ease. Eagles now have double-digit hits in 17 of their 33 games this year. Basically half, as Green takes a strike outside corner. The call from the home plate umpire Michael Simpson makes it a 1-2 count. 3 productive at-bats for Maddox Green, batting for the 4th time here in the 5th. 1-2 from the lefty. Ricker is hit sharply, back up the middle. To the left goes Vidal, spinning and throwing to first for the out. Maddox Green hustling up the line, but a terrific defensive play by the shortstop, Adrian Vidal. Moving toward the second base bag and all in one motion, fielded Green's ground ball, turned his body to throw out Maddox Green. Perfect throw, too. Good extension as well from Regan at first base for the second out. Bolton does move to third, but there's 2 outs on the board as Logan Floyd stands in. And Floyd's hit by a pitch. Single, double, hit by a pitch now, and 4 at-bats for Logan Floyd. It was only a 74-mile-per-hour pitch, so it probably didn't hurt too much. He'll head to first and put runners on the corners for Bradley Soto Diaz. Can Carson-Newman get some 2-out life offensively here in the 5th? First one to Soto Diaz as a changeup away for a ball. Carson-Newman in this game 3 of 6 at the plate with 2 outs. The Eagles in this game 5 of 9 at the plate with runners in scoring position. They also have 7 of their 10 hits when runners have been on base. 1-0. Soto Diaz shows bunt, takes it back for a strike. Ball and a strike. Corners occupied. Carson-Newman has 2 on and 2 out, up 4 in the 5th. They'll pick to first. Floyd was getting ready to take a secondary lead, but hustles back to first base. Bradley Soto Diaz batting for Carson-Newman. He's drove in 21 runs this season. Tied for second most on the club. 1-1. Change up into the turf, ball 2. Carson-Newman's produced some really good ABs in situations like this. In the second inning, they kept that thing going to score 8 times in the second because of some really good at-bats with the bases loaded. 2-1 to Soto Diaz, runs inside, and it's 3-1. Really good at-bats can be determined in a variety of ways, but specifically maybe in this game and in this at-bat in certain situations, it's been Carson-Newman just not chasing pitches outside the strike zone. 3-1 to Soto Diaz. He thought about it, but stayed away from that outside fastball and draws a 5-pitch walk. Eagles have loaded him up now in the 5th for Cole Nathan. Basically, it's just summed up to Carson-Newman not doing too much in a significant opportunity, just trying to do enough to give the baton to the next guy. Ryan Bolton at third, Logan Floyd at second base, Soto Diaz at first for Cole Nathan with 2 away in the 5th. First one to Cole is a foul ball onto the football field. Strike 1 on Cole Nathan, who bats for the 4th time in this game. Carson-Newman's all-conference second baseman from a season ago has reached base on a throwing error. He's also reached on a walk and is lined out in his 3 plate appearances. 0-1, stays away from a high heater at 79, and it's ball 1. Carson-Newman gets another chance to bat with the bases loaded. In this game specifically, Carson-Newman is 1-for-1 with the bases loaded. 1-1 to Nathan. Change up below the knees. Trackman's strike zone had that. A ball in the strike zone, but just a hair low, says the home plate umpire Michael Simpson, and it's 2-1 on Nathan. Can Carson-Newman add runs in the 5th? 2-1 to Nathan is outside for ball 3. 3 balls and 1 strike. Nowhere to put Nathan here in the 5th. Eagles have loaded the bases thanks to a Ryan Bolton double. Floyd's at second. He was hit by a pitch, and Soto Diaz moved him there by walking, and he's at first. 3-1 to Nathan. Ball 4 away. Eagles have an 11th run, an RBI walk for Cole Nathan, his 23rd ribby of the year. Gives Carson-Newman's lead to 5, 11-6. Third consecutive free pass here from Aiden Ricker in the second straight walk. Bolton scores. Floyd to third, Soto Diaz to second. And Nathan aboard at first for Tanner Kilgore. First one to Kilgore. Inside corner fastball for a strike. Kilgore gets his third career at bat, or third at bat this season rather, with the bases loaded. 0 for 2 in his previous chances. 0-1 on the way. Tried to go to a fastball, did Ricker in a similar spot. This one runs a hair more in. And it's 1-1. 1-1 set for Ricker. Breaking ball fouled back by Kilgore, and it's strike 2. Carson-Newman has added a run here in the 5th. They've only recorded 1 base hit in the frame. And they've only scored the run on a bases loaded walk. 1 ball, 2 strike count. Aiden Ricker sets at the belt, and his pitch to Kilgore runs inside for ball 2. We are 2 hours into this midweek game. We've had a combined 17 runs, 15 hits, and 6 errors. Can the Eagles add more runs here? 2-2 to Kilgore. Change up into the turf, and the count runs full, 3-2. Another quality at bat. Third straight 3-ball count by a Carson-Newman hitter in this 5th inning. Runners will be on the move as Ricker goes home with a 3-2 and misses away on a changeup. Back-to-back bases loaded walks. Kilgore brings in an 8th run this season, and the Eagles lead 12-6. Floyd walks home. Soto Diaz to third, Nathan to second, Kilgore on at first. As now Aiden Gibson bats with the bases loaded. Kilgore draws the bases loaded walk. Kings running a guy out to its bullpen as Ricker comes set. The lefty fires the first to Gibson, a strike on the inner half. How about the success of Aiden Gibson here as of late? 11 hits in his last 4, and his batting average is all the way up to 293. 0-1 set for Ricker. Nearly hit Gibson with a fastball. It's 1-1. Gibson has a 3-hit day, singles in innings 2 and 4. And he's now collected 7 career games with at least 3 hits, counting today's performance. 1-1 from Ricker. Changeup knee high for strike 2. 1-2 count on Gibson. See if Gibson can be another Eagle to put together a 3-ball count. He'll have to work against Ricker here in the 5th. 1-2 count, bases loaded for the Eagles, up 6 in the 5th. Well outside, overthrown fastball almost by Ricker. And the count goes to 2-2. Carson-Newman's runs have scored in the 5th on bases loaded walks. Can Gibson put the ball in play here to extend the Eagles' advantage? He's waiting on a 2-2 from Aiden Ricker. Gibson hits it sky high to left. Richardson rolling back toward the wall, still backing up, and finally makes the catch as he nears the left field wall. And the inning is over. Carson-Newman scores its 2 fifth-inning runs on just 1 hit. No errors, and the Eagles strand the bases loaded. 12-6 after 5 here in Jefferson City. This is the Eagles Sports Network.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
The number one source for Carson-Newman athletics gear is shopseeandeagles.com, where you can find gear from Adidas, Columbia, Nike, and Under Armour. Shirts, jerseys, sweatshirts, shorts, pants, hats, and scarves. Shopseeandeagles.com is your source for everything CN. You can even show your school spirit on your smartphone or tablet. All of your game day essentials can be found in one place. Shopseeandeagles.com.
Carson-Newman has a 12-6 lead as Brock Culpepper goes back to work for Carson-Newman. He was able to get the final 2 outs and the 3 batters he faced to end that 4-run King 5th. And now he'll pitch once again here in this 6th inning. Carson-Newman's led the entire way. If you're just joining us here from Jefferson City, Tennessee, the Eagles scored 8 times in inning 2. And the closest King has been was in the last half inning. They were down 4 before Carson-Newman added 2 more in that 5th inning to lead again by 6. First pitch swing and a foul ball at the plate by Smith for strike 1 as we begin this 6th inning. We've had runs in consecutive half innings now as Justin Smith steps in. Culpepper going to try to be the first Eagles pitcher to retire Justin Smith. Smith in this game has walked twice and singled in his 3 trips into the left-handed hitting batter's box. Nothing in 1 wide from Culpepper. The righty fires it in for a strike, waist high at 83, and it's nothing in 2. No 2 from Culpepper. Bounces into the turf. Hammond blocks it for a ball. Nobody aboard. The current score is what the score was last time these two teams met. April 16th of last season. Carson-Newman was ranked 14th nationally and beat King in Bristol 12-6. 1-2. Slider, swing and a miss. Culpepper drops it in there for a swinging strikeout of Justin Smith. 19th of the year for Culpepper. His first of the game starts the 6th inning. First time Justin Smith's been retired. Great pitch. It breaks just below the knees of Smith, who chases for strike 3. And now Cale Richardson. A slider popped foul off the bat of Richardson for a strike. In a game with 18 runs, there have only been 15 hits. Why, might you ask? Well, 6 total errors. 4 by King and 2 by Carson-Newman. You can include that with 8 free passes from Carson-Newman's pitching staff as Richardson hits one softly to the right side. Floyd backhands deep into the hole and throws to first for the out. Culpepper covers nicely to make the play. Nathan was shifted more towards second, and so Floyd had to go closer to second base than he usually would. And he makes a nice backhand stab and throws to Culpepper on the run for out number 2. 3-1 put out at second base brings Tommy Regan to the plate. First pitch strike. Carson-Newman's pitching staff has issued 8 free passes. Kings has issued 9. 7 walks and 2 hit by pitches so far for King's staff as Regan flies one foul behind first, and it's strike 2. 12-6 game on the Eagles Sports Network. Culpepper a pitch away from Carson-Newman's second 1-2-3 inning. The 0-2 is a slider fouled back. Carson-Newman's only other 1-2-3 frame was in inning 2. Part of a stretch where Denver Slivka had retired 8 straight King batters. Longest stretch by any pitcher here in today's game. 0-2 again. Swing and a miss. A pair of punch-outs for Brock Culpepper in a 1-2-3 sixth inning. Kings blanked for the fourth time in 6 frames. Carson-Newman keeps the lead at 6. It's 12-6 Eagles after 5.5 here in Jeff City.
When you're sick and tired of fast food and need a fresh home-cooked meal, turn to Lisa's Country Kitchen. Lisa's been cooking up her fresh, never-frozen food for the Lakeway area for more than 15 years. Lisa's cares about her customers. You may enter a stranger, but you'll leave a friend. From foot-long hot dogs to juicy steaks, Lisa's has the best food for the best prices.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
New pitcher for King will be the 5th of the game, Mitchell Kallenberg, a 6'2 right-handed pitcher from Waxhaw, North Carolina. Warms up prior to a 13th appearance this season. 26 innings for Kallenberg this season. That is the 3rd most on this King roster. 1 win and 5 losses for the righty, and 11.4 ERA. He has 25 strikeouts to 18 walks. 4th most strikeouts on the team. Opponent sitting .288 against the right-handed pitcher this season. So it is Kallenberg into the game for King. With Carson-Newman ahead 12-6. One of now 5 King pitchers in this game. Connor Haynes started things. He got 5 outs, allowed 5 hits. But that was part of when King committed all 4 of its errors in the first 2 frames. He was only charged with 1 earned run in his inning and 2/3 with 2 walks and a strikeout. Cade Pomeroy took over from there, gave up 2 runs on 3 hits. Colin Goldsmith has King's only scoreless outing of the day. He pitched an inning and a 1/3 and allowed a hit. And now it's Mitchell Kallenberg to take the ball from Eden Ricker, who pitched a 2-run 5th in which he walked 3 and gave up 2 runs with a strikeout. Kallenberg comes set from the stretch, pitches the first one to John O'Pierce, who lines it foul and out of play. No balls and a strike to start John O'Pierce's 6th inning at bat. 8-9-1 for the Eagles here in a 6-run game. A 1 fastball, a strike to Pierce. Pierce hitting near 300 over his last 10 of games played. He singled and scored part of that 8-run 2nd inning. Has bounced into a double play and struck out in his other 2 at-bats and takes outside. 2 ball, 1 strike count on Pierce. Kallenberg pauses at the belt. And a breaking ball drops in for called strike 3. Kallenberg strikes out John O'Pierce, looking to start the 6th inning with a strikeout. Eagles will go to the bench for the 2nd time in this midweek game. Kevin Hammond will catch the first 6 innings, and he'll be pinch hit for here in inning 6. Matt Bishop, one of Carson-Newman's best hitters off the bench, will come into the game and bat for the first time. Pinch hitting here in the 6th inning with 1 out. First pitch bounces and gets away from the catcher, Victor, for ball 1. Matt Bishop has half of Carson-Newman's pinch hit base hits this year. He is 7 of 13 pinch hitting this year for a Carson-Newman team that hits just .250 in pinch hit opportunities. 1-0 fastball high for a ball. Only one other Carson-Newman player, check that, 2 other Carson-Newman players have multiple hits in pinch hit efforts. That's Ryan Bolton and Sean Strittmatter. 2-0 set for Kallenberg with an out on the board in the 6th inning, and he's in the strike zone with Bishop as he rockets in a strike to make it 2-1. Bishop hitting .385, 10 total hits. Time called at the plate. 10 hits for Bishop, 26 at-bats, 6 RBI for the rookie, 3 walks, with 4 of his 10 hits having gone for extra bases. 2-1 pause. Breaking ball drops in at 77 miles per hour, knee high to Bishop for a called strike 2. Two ball, 2 strike count. Breaking ball line sharply down the line, foul at first. Count stays 2-2. Three at bats for Kevin Hammond before he's pinch hit 4 here in the 6th inning. 2 were productive, a sac bunt and a walk before being struck out in the 5th. Now Matt Bishop takes the bat from him and is sitting with a 2-2 count with 1 away. He swings and gulps one high in the air right side, just out of play behind first. Count stays 2-2 as Bishop battles with King's 4th reliever and 5th total pitcher of the day, Mitchell Kallenberg. Another 2-2 set for the junior righty. High and inside, and Bishop will work a 3-ball count. Ryan Bolton in the top of the Eagles' order to follow. Carson-Newman has the last 2 runs in this game. They came in the bottom half of the 5th inning. Three-two. Strike 3 looking. Second time that Carson-Newman's hitters have been struck out looking here in inning 6. And there's 2 away. Bishop, a rare time that he's been retired in a pinch hitting effort. And now Ryan Bolton, Carson-Newman's left fielder, bats with 2 away. He doubled last half inning in his first plate appearance and takes breaking ball high from Kallenberg for a ball. Eagles have this 6-run advantage thanks to that 8-run first. They've been ahead by at least 4 since that 8-run second inning. 1-0 on the way. Fastball knee high at 89 from Kallenberg for a strike. Carson-Newman's 12-run output, the 11th time the Eagles have produced a double-digit scoring day. 3rd time it's happened in the last 5. 1-1. Breaking ball, tapped foul behind the plate for strike 2. Interestingly enough, the Eagles have lost twice this year when scoring double digits. It's only happened 9 total times in the last 12 seasons. 1-2 set for Kallenberg, trying to retire the Eagles in order. Misses high with his waist pitch fastball, 2-2. Carson-Newman has been able to get at least 1 runner on base in each of the first 5 innings. The only time King's pitching staff faced 3 batters in an inning was the 4th. John O'Pierce bounced into an inning-ending double play. 2-2 to Bolton, swinging a foul ball back. Well, it's been a smooth inning from Kallenberg, but he's had to work to get these 3 outs. It took 12 pitches for the first 2 hitters. And Bolton's found a couple of pitches off here to extend his second AB. 2-2 from the junior righty. Fastball fouled back again. 6 pitch at bat so far from Ryan Bolton with 2 away, trying to give the Eagles a base runner for a 6th straight frame. Another 2-2. Breaking ball away. Bolton was able to check his swing. Held it back just enough, and the Eagles will get a second consecutive 3-ball at bat here. 3-ball count in an at bat. And Bolton will wait on an 8th offering as Kallenberg gets ready for a 20th pitch in what potentially could be a 1-2-3 inning. Payoff on the way. Fastball floated into the air and foul ground right side. Regan up the hill is not going to get there in time. He had a chance to get it. It was not outside the fencing area, halfway up the hill and foul ground. But Regan couldn't track it down in foul ground. Gave it great effort. Came up probably a step and a half short of the ball. And Bolton will wait on a 9th. Payoff again. Bouncer, back up the middle. Vidal can't get to it. 9-pitch at bat results in Ryan Bolton's second hit in as many at bats. A 2-out single for Carson-Newman. Well, Ryan Bolton spoke postgame about his performance against Newberry to help the Eagles win that series over the weekend. And he mentioned it himself. It's not been the season he's wanted it to be, but quietly now with 2 multi-hit performances in his last 3, could be working himself into the lineup more often because of his recent success at the plate. Maddox Green shows bunt and takes ball 1 low. So Kallenberg's thrown 22 pitches. And this will be the 4th batter he's faced. Eagles have done a great job. Even though the first 2 guys struck out looking, they have ran the righties pitch count up here in the 6th inning as Bolton takes off from first. Pitches inside for a ball. Great throw down by Victor, but Ruiz couldn't control. And it's a stolen base for Ryan Bolton, his 3rd of the season. Eagles aggressive here with 2 outs on the board, and Bolton is able to get there safely. He would have been out, but Ruiz could not catch that throw from Victor. And so the inning continues. 2-0 to Green, bounced into the turf for ball 3. Wonder if that Bolton at bat can turn into some life for this Carson-Newman offense here with 2 outs. And whether that's a momentum shifter for Carson-Newman to tack on some more runs. 3-0 to Green as a fastball away, and it's ball 4. So right after that 9-pitch at bat, Kallenberg misses with 4 straight. And now Logan Floyd with 2 on and 2 out here in the home half of the 6th. Time called, and this is a wise time taken by the catcher, Mitchell Victor, to give his pitcher a breather for a second. Mitchell Kallenberg has worked a lot in this 6th inning. 25 pitches. There have been a lot of pitches in this game in general. Between these 2 teams, we've seen some great at-bats and certainly a lot of walks, but these 2 teams have combined to throw 265 pitches. And we are closing in on the 2/3 of the way through this one. Eagles up 6. First one to Floyd. Breaking ball stays high, and that's 5 straight misses from Mitchell Kallenberg here in the 6th inning. Bolton extended this frame with a 9-pitch at bat that resulted in a single up the middle. He's at second. Maddox Green drew a 4-pitch walk. He's at first. 1-0 to Floyd. Fastball away. 6 straight have missed from Kallenberg. Kallenberg for the year has 19 walks in 26+ innings of work. Can he find the zone again here in the 6th inning? 2-0. Floyd aggressive, swings at the inside fastball and fouls it back. 2-ball, 1 strike count. Another multi-RBI day for Logan Floyd to pair with 3 hits. He has not been retired in this game. And Floyd's 2 RBI day is his 37th career game with at least 2. 2-1. Breaking ball stayed across the plate, but Floyd jammed on the pitch, floats it just foul. Out of play, strike 2. 12-6 score. Carson-Newman trying to add on some more runs. King was down 8 in the 5th. Logan Janney hit a grand slam to make it a 4-run game. Eagles have added 2 since and trying to add more here in the home half of the 6th inning. 2-2 to Floyd. He hits it well to straightaway center field. Positioned well is Janney, who moves to his left to make the catch to retire the side. Carson-Newman gets a couple of 2-out base runners, but strands them on base. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, 2 left. We are 2/3 of the way through this midweek game. It's Carson-Newman 12, it's King 6.
There's something about a small community that unites us, whether it's cheering on our favorite team or the way we come together in a crisis. Small communities are made up of people with big hearts. We're dedicated to hard work and innovation through sunny days and stormy nights. AEC is always here, powering the people and the places that make our community a spectacular place to call home. AEC, power what matters most.
Insurance, it's about people, not things. It's about security. It's about confidence. It's about relationships. It's about trust. It's about you. As a local independent agent, Bible Insurance Agency can design an insurance program that's just right for you and your family. Give the people you love safe, sound, secure protection from Auto Owners Insurance. Call Bible Insurance Agency 423-586-4320 or go by 1600 East Andrew Johnson Highway in Morristown.
One change for Carson-Newman defensively. Matt Bishop pinch hit for Kevin Hammond in that 6th inning. He has been replaced by senior catcher Jacob Rogers in the 7th. So Rogers presumably will probably catch the rest of this one potentially. 9 outs left to get for Carson-Newman, who leads King 12-6 here on the Eagles Sports Network. Andrew Rogers, glad you're with us. More than 2 hours into this one, exactly 2 hours and 25 minutes. 2 hours, 26 minutes, actually, as Culpepper's first pitch is a foul ball by Victor. The catcher hitting 5th in the order, fouls it off for strike 1. Over 270 pitches between these two teams through 6+ innings. It averages out to more than 22 pitches per inning by these two sides. Foul ball by Victor makes it 0-2 quickly on King's catcher. Good work here from Brock Culpepper out of the bullpen. He's retired 5 of the 6 batters he's faced. King has not recorded a base hit against the senior righty, who winds for an 0-2. Fastball away, he makes it 1-2. Culpepper making his 14th appearance of the season, tied with Eli Norris for the most on this team this year. 1-2, swing and a miss, and a ball into the turf. Rogers will have to throw it down to first. He takes his time, throws and nearly hit the runner, but a nice catch by Floyd. Watches it into his mitt for out number 1. Consecutive strikeouts spanning innings for Culpepper. 3 of the last 4 outs have been strikeouts by the righty, and there's 1 away. There's Logan Janney, who hit that 5th inning grand slam that brought King within 4. First one to him, slider away, ball 1. That is Janney, the center fielder's only base hit in this game. 1-0 offering fastball outside for a ball. 2-0 count with 1 out in this 7th inning, and the Eagles ahead 12-6. Fastball low, it's 3 balls and no strikes. To put Culpepper and Norris's 14 appearances each in perspective, Carson-Newman had Carson-Newman's top pitcher by appearances last year is Culpepper's 3-0 pitch is a strike. Eli Norris made a team-high 19 appearances last year, and him and Culpepper already have 14 this year with still a month of the regular season left. 3-1 pitch bounced to third. Gibson has to wait on the last stop. Long throw is a perfect one to Logan Floyd. Terrific play by the senior infielder. Read the hops perfectly and made a strong throw across the diamond to retire Kings center fielder for the second out of the inning. Those in-between hops are sometimes tricky, but Gibson did the right thing by waiting on that second or third hop, and then his throw was perfect. 2 away for Adrian Vidal, who fouls the first one off. 4 strike 1. Vidal has put together a productive day. He's got 2 of King's 5 hits, and they have come in his last 2 plate appearances. 4th and 5th inning singles for King's shortstop. 0-1 slider is a strike across the plate. Nothing in 2. Culpepper trying to retire King in order for the second straight inning. The 0-2 to the shortstop Vidal is a swing and a miss for strike 3. Culpepper has retired 7 straight consecutive 1-2-3 frames. Keeps Carson-Newman's lead at 6. We'll stretch. The Eagles are up 7 after 6.5.
Don't know what to wear on game day? Head over to shopseeandeagles.com for all of your Carson-Newman athletics gear. You can find clothing from Adidas, Columbia, Nike, and Under Armour to cover you from head to toe. ShopSeeAndEagles.com also has duffel bags, backpacks, jewelry, pet supplies, and gifts. Don't waste any more time. Prove you are the ultimate Carson-Newman fan with the official gear of the Eagles at ShopSeeAndEagles.com. Visit today.
Dorm food got you down? Need a home-cooked meal? Then Lisa's Country Kitchen is for you. Lisa's Country Kitchen has been feeding Carson-Newman students for 15 years. Lisa's has a family-friendly atmosphere all day long, from the morning with her $2.99 breakfast specials to dinner with Lisa's fresh, never-frozen steaks. Carson-Newman students get a 10% discount with their student ID.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
New pitcher for King as we get ready to start the home half of inning 7. And Carson-Newman's ahead 12-6, and this is still the Eagles Sports Network. Dylan Willis is a 6'3" left-handed junior pitcher from Greer, South Carolina. He is the new arm for the Tornado. Willis, a 7.48 earned run average, and this will be, how about this, 19th appearance of the year for the lefty, most on King's team this year. 21 and 2/3 innings pitched for Willis, who goes to work against a pinch hitter to open the 7th inning. Soto Diaz done for the day. Sean Strittmatter gets a pinch hit at bat here in the 7th. So changes on the mound and at the plate for Carson-Newman to begin the home half of the 7th inning. Lefty-righty matchup. Lefty pitcher Willis, righty pitcher righty hitter Strittmatter taking outside for ball 1. Willis, a transfer from Spartanburg Methodist College, has allowed runs in 3 consecutive outings. The sidearm lefty misses with his first 2 to Strittmatter. It's 2-0. This is Carson-Newman's second pinch hitter in as many innings. 2-0 count. And now a foul ball, 2-1. Sean Strittmatter this season, a .455 average at the plate, 5 hits in 11 at-bats. 2 RBI for the transfer infielder. 2-1 strike, and it's an even count. In a 12-6 game, neither side has scored in the last 3 complete half innings. We had 18 combined runs through 5, and neither side scored since Carson-Newman's 2 in the 5th. 2-2, change up away, runs the count full. It's a 3-2 count. Head coach Tom Griffin looks on from the third base side as his team has a 6-run lead. As Strittmatter lifts one out towards center field. Hit it pretty well, but moving to the left and tracking it down is Janney in center for the first out of the 7th inning. Last 2 outs recorded have been flyouts. And now Cole Nathan with one away in the 7th. After this one, Carson-Newman will host Wingate, continuing on this 8-game homestand. Obviously the longest of the season. The Eagles have another good home stretch in mid-April, 5 straight scheduled at home, which will close the regular season. First pitch to Cole Nathan is outside for a ball. The Eagles will be hosting a Wingate team that is ranked in at least one of the major polls. The American Baseball Coaches Association poll has Wingate 19th. As Nathan fouls one back for a strike. One to Cole Nathan, outside for a ball. Slider stays outside. Cole is 0 for 2 officially. Reached by a throwing error in the second. Scored that inning. Scored in the second inning actually twice after drawing a walk. Lined out in the third and then drew another walk in the 5th inning. It is ahead 3-1 with one away in this 7th inning. Carson-Newman leads King 12-6, trying to win a 9th straight here at home against the Tornado. 3-1. And there's Cole Nathan's 3rd walk of the day. First issued by the reliever Dylan Willis. And now King as a club has walked 9 and hit 2. 11 freebies issued by this King staff today. Tanner Kilgore, the DH, bats with 1 on and 1 out. Pick to first base. The writers' poll yet to come out from the National Collegiate Baseball Writers Association, but figure Wingate will be close to the top 25. Another pick to first base. Wingate not ranked in last week's NCBWA poll, but they'll be a ranked team heading to Mossy Creek this weekend. It'll be the 3rd time that Carson-Newman hosts a ranked South Atlantic Conference school. First pitch to Kilgore is a ball. Eagles face ranked Lenore-Rhine, 6th ranked Lenore-Rhine back in mid-February. Early March was 3rd ranked Catawba, and to start April it'll be at least 19th rated Wingate. Breaking ball a strike to Kilgore knee high, it's 1-1. Bulldogs in action tonight against Belmont Abbey, 2 of the better teams in the region. Up to this point in the year, we'll play in Wingate, North Carolina at 6 o'clock tonight. Won't know that score by the time we conclude here. 1-1 pitch to the plate. Kilgore slicing it foul. Hit it on a line down the right field line, but it pushes its way foul, and it's 1-2. Plenty of South Atlantic Conference baseball action that we can maybe get some scores on in this inning. Is another pick to first base from the lefty Willis. One of 3 lefties to come out of King's bullpen in this game. Carson-Newman's not turned to a left-handed pitcher today. King started with a lefty in Connor Haynes. 1-2 to the DH. Kilgore is a breaking ball across the plate. Kilgore late on that 69-mile-per-hour pitch. First strikeout for Willis, and there's 2 away in the 7th. Around the sack today, Ferrum defeats UVA Wise 9-4. Those 2 teams are playing 2 today. Emory and Henry is defeating Concord 9-4 in the 8th. Marcel and Emmanuel are playing a fun one, 8-8 in the 11th. Showing bunt is Aiden Gibson down the third base side. Rosario on the run, throws to first. Great play. Gibson tried to bunt for a base hit, but Rosario ready sprints in and throws on the run to retire Gibson for the final out of the 7th. Back-to-back scoreless frames from both sides. Good defensive work here from Kings third baseman Christopher Rosario ends the 7th. 12-6 Carson-Newman. This is the Eagles Sports Network.
Tri-Light is proud to support Carson-Newman Athletics. We salute the student athletes who are working hard to make great things happen on the field, in the classroom, and in the world. It takes vision, commitment, and teamwork, qualities we share at Tri-Light. Our mission is to provide life-changing opportunities by building a world-class fiber broadband network. If you'd like to learn more, please visit trilight.net or call us at 833-847-0824.
We select our insurance companies the same way you do, very carefully. When you work with us, you can count on receiving fast, courteous, and professional service and quality protection through Auto Owners Insurance. For a no-problem approach for your life, home, car, and business insurance needs, ask us about the No Problem Company, Auto Owners Insurance. Call Bible Insurance Agency at 423-586-4320 or go by 1600 East Andrew Johnson Highway in Morristown, serving the Lakeway area's insurance needs since 1931.
Carson-Newman makes another change on the mound with 6 outs to get in this midweek game as we head to the 8th inning here on the Eagles Sports Network. Eli Norris will be Carson-Newman's 4th reliever and 5th pitcher of the day. And after Brock Culpepper, the previous pitcher for the Eagles, tied Norris for the most appearances, Norris takes it right back. This will be appearance 15 for the senior righty from Ringgold, Georgia. He only made 19 last year. He's already surpassed his inning total from last year. Through 20 innings last year, he's thrown 20 and a third already this season. And ready's for work on the mound. Braxton Smith is the new center fielder for Carson-Newman. He takes the 4th spot in Carson-Newman's batting order, which was Sean Strittmatter pinch hitting there for Soto Diaz in the 7th. First pitch by Norris is an inside fastball to Mason Meinke for a ball. So Smith into the game in that cleanup spot in the Eagles' order. Smith in center field. Bolton moves from left to right, and Maddox Green moves from center to left field. In the 8th inning, swing and a miss by Meinke at Norris's 91-mile-per-hour pitch. Levels that count at a ball and a strike. Meinke is 0 for today, 0 for 3 at the plate, and he's hitless now in 12 straight at-bats. 1-1 on the way. Norris gets a foul ball on another fastball, 90 miles per hour, and it's 1-2. Really the one thing that Norris has struggled with this season has been his command at times, but when he's effective and in the strike zone often, he has his most success. 1-2 pause for the senior right-hander. Breaking ball, swing and a miss. He drops it in there, so he throws 3 pitches 90 miles per hour or harder, and then drops in a curveball at 77 to get Meinke swinging for strike 3. 1 away, and now Christopher Rosario. Good pitch sequence, and the best part about it is that curveball I think was going to be a strike anyway. Norris effective in his first batter faced, and now goes against Rosario in the first pitch. The third baseman sees is a ball low. Carson-Newman's pitching staff now between Culpepper and Norris have struck out 5 of the last 7 king hitters. High and inside with the next pitch, and it's 2-0. That started with Culpepper striking out the first and last batters of the 6th inning, and then the first and last of the 7th inning as well. As a team, Carson-Newman's punched out 11 king batters in this game. 4 by Culpepper to lead the charge. 2-0 fastball, a strike, outer edge from Rosario, or to Rosario from Norris, who's topped out at 91 multiple times. Two-one offering. Fastball low this time. Similar directional point toward the outer edge of the plate, but it missed below the zone. 3-1 count on Christopher Rosario, 0 for 2 with a walk back in the 5th. Ball into the turf, 5-pitch walk. Puts a runner on for King. Carson-Newman up to that point had retired 8 straight between 2 different pitchers, Streak ends with Rosario drawing a walk. King hitless as a team in its last 11 at-bats at the plate. They have just 5 hits in the game against Carson-Newman's staff. Double play ball in line here as Jose Ruiz stands in. First one to the second baseman's chopped foul. Nothing in one on King's second baseman, who is 0 for 3. He's struck out once at the plate. 0-1 set. Rosario gets his lead and now watches Norris miss with a breaking ball outside. Young Harris leads Tusculum 6-3 in the 5th inning. Carson-Newman will play Tusculum again this season. The only time they'll play at the Silver Diamond Baseball Complex, a midweek non-conference game, April 14th. Good breaking ball from Norris, strike 2 to Ruiz to make it 1-2. Coker's up on Georgia College 5-2 in the 6th inning. Carson-Newman's next midweek opponent is Trevecca Nazarene a week from today. Trevecca Nazarene trails Lincoln Memorial 4-1 at home in the 6th inning. Norris's breaking ball outside to Ruiz, and it's 2-2. Ferrum and UVA Wise level at 2 in that second of 2 between those two teams, and Newberry's scoreless in the first with Francis Marion. Those are the league scores today. 2-2, Ruiz lines it sharply into right field. It drops in for a base hit. Bolton cuts it off before it gets to the wall. And the runner from first, and Rosario holds up at second base. King has its first hit since inning 5 to put runners on first and second. Ruiz has his first knock. Fastball over the plate on a 2-2 pitch. Puts 2 on and 1 out. And head coach Tom Griffin will have a conversation just between his pitcher Norris and his catcher Rogers in this 8th inning. The only time Carson-Newman's not had probably a comfortable lead was that 5th inning after King's grand slam made it a 4-run game. Eagles got the 2 quick back, though, in the home half. A 6-run lead is somewhat comfortable, but all it takes is 1 or 2 swings here from King in the 8th to put some game pressure on Carson-Newman over these final few frames. Eagles just need 5 outs to collect a 12th win here in the month of March. It's Justin Smith, the left-handed DH, waiting on a first one from Norris, and it's high for a ball. Brad Hill's team trying to snap out of a 10-game skid, the 4th longest in Division II baseball. 1-0 fastball, a strike, knee high. Just the program, talking about King, just the program's 3rd losing streak of 10 or more in the last 16 seasons. Hoping it ends here today. They'll need to rally from down as many as 8. 6 currently. 1-1, Smith bounces it, foul. Down the right field line it goes, deep into the corner for strike 2. Carson-Newman's owned this series history as well, 31-11. And under head coach Tom Griffin in his 21 seasons, the Eagles have won 24 of the 32 all-time meetings between these two schools. The Eagles have lost just 6 times here at home in this series. 1-2. Change up away makes it 2-2. Carson-Newman's been great in these midweek non-conference games. Eagles 9-2 in non-conference affairs and 4-2 in midweeks. Trying to add a 5th midweek win here today. Norris will help add to that. He drops in a breaking ball for his 2nd strikeout. And now there's 2 outs here in the 8th inning, still 2 on for King. 2nd straight time Justin Smith has been rung up on strikes. Carson-Newman's 12th strikeout as a team. Cale Richardson's the 2-out batter for King now. King's best hitter by home runs with 7. Would love to have one here to make it a 3-run game. First one home. Norris drops in a breaking ball for a strike. Richardson is 1 for 3 at the plate. His base hit was a 5th inning single. He got on base to help load him up for Janney, who hit that grand slam. Nothing in one set for Norris. Ball into the turf. Rogers blocks it and keeps Rosario at second. Eagles 4 outs away from victory, 1 more away from getting out of this 8th inning. The pitching staff has bared down here late in this game. The Eagles have 12 punch-outs as a staff. Tied for the most in a game this season. Ball into the turf. Runner is going to head to third. Rogers will throw down, and it is not in time. It pulled Gibson off the bag of hair, and Rosario slides in safely. Wild pitch puts runners on second and third with 2 away. 2-ball, 1-strike count. Good jump by Rosario. He was ready on the previous ball into the turf. Rogers blocked it pretty well, but just got a hair away from him, and he couldn't get to it in time to make a throw. 2-1 set for Norris. Breaking ball hit off the end of the bat of Richardson for strike 2. Carson-Newman's utilized 5 different pitchers. They've still combined to record a season-high 12 strikeouts for the 4th time this year. First time since March 1st the Eagles have double-digit strikeouts in a game. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on. The pitch to from Norris is outside. 3-2. That curveball misses outside. It was a great pitch to get Norris his first 2 strikeouts. Just missed it outside there, and it's 3-2. Three-2 set for the senior. Fastball fouled toward the Eagles' dugout. Eagles ahead by 6. They have not trailed in this midweek home game, the 4th of an 8-game homestand. Another payoff home. Swinging a foul ball back. Richardson making Norris work here in the 8th. Norris has thrown 26 pitches. Facing his 5th batter of the inning. 3-2 again. Breaking ball called strike 3. 3 punch-outs for Norris in the 8th, all by the curveball. The Eagles have a new season high in strikeouts in a game. Norris strikes out the side of the 8th, and the Eagles blank King for a 3rd consecutive inning. How about the inning from Norris? That curveball looking good. Eagles by 6 as we head to the home half of the 8th.
How do you know you're in a community, not just a town? Well, strangers smile as they walk by. They refill your coffee without you asking. And when you ask directions, people offer to walk you there. Communities give more. The way you know when you walk into First Bank that you are in a real community bank. Great products, direct access to your local bankers, and relationships that can last a lifetime. Don't just have an account. Have a community with First Bank. Member FDIC.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
12-6 is the score here in Jefferson City, Tennessee. Jonathan Webster will be a new pitcher for King to come out for the home half of the 8th inning. Here on the Eagles Sports Network, King has utilized 6 different pitchers. Jonathan Webster is King's 7th pitcher of the game. Jonathan Webster into the game with Carson-Newman ahead 12-6. Webster is a senior right-hander from Strawberry Plains, Tennessee. Webster, most often used as the team's closer this season. He has 4 of the club's 5 saves, and he'll warm up prior to making a 16th appearance this season. 3.3 ERA, and the first batter he'll face is John O. Pierce, waiting on deck for the Eagles as Webster continues his warm-ups prior to pitching this 8th inning. So 6 different guys have pitched before Jonathan Webster. This game has had now 12 total pitchers toe the mound. Neither side has scored in the last 5 half innings. This was a 12-6 game after 5, and we haven't had runs since. That was not how this game was on track to finish, but we're only a handful of outs away here from 12-6 being the score for the 2nd straight meeting all time between these two teams. How unique that would be. 8-9-1 for Carson-Newman, John O. Pierce, Jacob Rogers, Ryan Bolton in the 8th. First pitch, swing, and a foul ball by Jono. 1 for 4 is Carson-Newman's transfer shortstop. His base hit came part of an 8-run 2nd inning. It was a bunt single. 0-1 fastball high from Webster. It's a ball and a strike. Rogers will grab a bat in Carson-Newman's 9 spot. It'll be his first plate appearance in this game. And then Bolton will get a 3rd at bat off the bench. He's 2 for 2. 1-1 from Webster. Breaking ball stays high and inside. It's 2-1. The Eagles can hold on for victory. It will be win number 20 for this baseball team when it enters the month of April. 2-1 set for Webster. Fastball knee high for strike 2. 2-ball, 2-strike count. If you exclude the COVID-shortened season, Carson-Newman's had 20 or more wins in every season under head coach Tom Griffin, as Pierce is just going to float one softly to third. He was jammed by an inside fastball, and a short, soft pop out is the first out of the 8th. Caught by Rosario at third. One away now for Jacob Rogers. Rogers has quietly put together a nice senior season at the plate. 7 hits this year, 5 RBI, and is hitting .292. First pitch swing and a foul ball. Carson-Newman's 2 catchers that it's used most often have been really good at the plate. Carson Cochran is hitting .364 this year. Jacob Rogers hitting .292. Pitch high and inside to Rogers. One count on Carson-Newman's backup catcher in this game. Webster's fastball high and outside the strike zone for ball 2. Webster trying to blank this Carson-Newman offense for yet another inning. Eagles have not scored since that 5th. Neither side has scored as Rogers takes another strike, and it's a 2-2 count. Webster's got the sign from Victor. He comes set from the stretch. Long pause, and now the righty offers, and Rogers pops it up. Foul ground. Victor is trying to track it down, and it hits off the top of Carson-Newman's clubhouse for a foul ball. Stays 2-2. One catcher almost popped out to another there, but Victor ran out of room. Wind probably played a little bit of a factor on that pop fly that was hit high into the air. 2-ball, 2-strike count. Webster set for another pitch to Rogers. Breaking ball, line sharply to right field. It'll drop in for a base hit. Good piece of hitting by Jacob Rogers. It'll be his 7th hit of the year. And the Eagles have a 1-out base runner here in the 8th. That is Carson-Newman's 12th hit in this game. Eagles now have 12 or more hits in 5 of their last 6 games. So we've talked about being able to produce 10 or more hit games, but this one has been 12 now to score 12 runs. Bolton's got 2 of them in 2 at-bats and takes a low fastball from Webster for ball 1. Another multi-hit day for Ryan Bolton, and he's done it off the bench. 2 for 2 is the junior from Knoxville. He's ahead 1-0 with 1 away in the 8th. Ball 2 away. Bolton now has 8 career multi-hit games, and his one over the weekend against Newberry was his first this season. His other 7 for his career were all last year, part of his sophomore year. Eagles up 12-6 in the 8th, 1 out. Runner takes off from first. Bolton bounces it to third. Rosario's only play is going to be to first. A one-hop throw into the mid of Reagan. Regan is the second out of the inning. Good thing Rogers was moving on the pitch. No double play there. So Rogers to second on the ground out by Bolton. And there's 2 away, and Kylan Hornbuckle will get a pinch hit at bat. Kylan Hornbuckle has 6 at-bats this year, 1 for 6 at the plate in 17 appearances. He stands in, waits for the first one. It's a breaking ball across for a strike. Fourth time Hornbuckle will pinch hit for Carson-Newman this year. He is 0 for 3. Another pinch hitting opportunities. 0-1. Takes a slider outside corner from Jonathan Webster. And it's 0-2. Runner in scoring position for Hornbuckle and the Eagles in the 8th. Trying to give an extra run to work with in the 9th. 0-2 set for Webster. Ball into the turf. We are officially 3 hours into this midweek game. We had 18 runs after 5. We have none since. Identical runs and hits. 6 hits and 6 runs for King. 12 runs and 12 hits for Carson-Newman. 1-2 to Hornbuckle, fouled back. It was a sloppy game early as well. 4 King errors in the first 2 frames. Carson-Newman committed 2 early as well, but these 2 teams have shored some things up defensively. And it helps that these 2 pitching staffs have also settled in. Their bullpens have tossed a combined 5 straight scoreless half innings. Webster trying to make it 6, but Hornbuckle lifts one out toward right. Back goes the right fielder, and falling down and dropping the ball is Meinke. Hornbuckle rounding second base. He's hustling to third, and he slides in safely. Kylan Hornbuckle has Carson-Newman's 13th hit. And it's his 2nd triple of the year. Both his hits are triples. How about Kylan Hornbuckle off the bench? First pinch hit of the year for Kylan. Drives in a run. And now it's Logan Floyd, and he pops one high into the infield. Should end the inning. Vidal and Ruiz converge. It's the shortstop, Vidal, ending the frame. But Carson-Newman gets another run on Kylan Hornbuckle's 2nd triple of his season and of his career. He drives in his 3rd career run as well and extends Carson-Newman's lead to 13-6 here on the Eagles Sports Network.
Sure, we've been around a while, 171 years to be exact. We know the power of a liberal arts-based Christian education and the tremendous potential of what can be found on this campus, within this community. We are adventurers, dreamers, believers, passionate and compassionate, curious and clever, driven by a common purpose towards a common goal.
I found my passion.
I found purpose.
We are Carson-Newman.
What will you find?
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
Seven-run lead for Carson-Newman. Aaron Bobo is Carson-Newman's sixth, and the Eagles will hope final pitcher of the day. Aaron Bobo will make his third appearance of the year. 2 appearances, 2 innings of work, no runs allowed. And Jason White and company turn to Aaron Bobo to try to get the final 3 outs of this midweek game. Tommy Regan is the leadoff batter in the 9th against Bobo. First pitch high and inside, a fastball for ball 1. Couple scoreless outings for Bobo to begin his Carson-Newman career. Those were earlier this month as well. Last week at Shorter and the week before against Emory and Henry. Foul ball into the screen for a strike. It's 1-1 on Kings cleanup batter and first baseman Tommy Regan. He's 0 for 3. Couple of strikeouts and a ground out for Kings first baseman. 1-1 pause, and Bobo's pitch is hit high in the air to left. Kylan Hornbuckle's the new left fielder. He goes back to the wall, has no room left, leaps up and makes the catch. We may have to put together a Hornbuckle highlight reel after this one. An 8th inning triple, and now a leaping catch at the wall here in the 9th. Nice play by the junior outfielder for the first out of the 9th. Helps out his pitcher, Bobo. Now the lefty, Victor, with one away. Bobo gets a fly ball. Hornbuckle's after it in foul ground, and it's out of play for strike 1. Pretty balanced effort for Carson-Newman to get these 13 runs on 13 hits. Aiden Gibson and Logan Floyd both have 3-hit, 2 RBI days, while Cole Nathan and Tanner Kilgore also have 2 RBI days. And overall, Carson-Newman has 8 different guys with a base hit. 0-1. Fastball knee high, but inside. 1-1. Eagles 2 outs away from a 20th win this season, and a 12th in the month of March, doubling their win total from February. 2 balls, 1 strike count. Eagles went 6-6 in February and are trying to go 12-5 in March and end the month winners of 11 of the last 13. 2-1 offering. Line drive to short. Nice stab at it by Pierce on one hop, and he'll throw to first and get Victor. Victor slams his helmet as he tried to slide in safely to first, head first, but Pierce throws him out. Some great defensive plays from Carson-Newman here in the 9th. The Hornbuckle catch, and now this Pierce snag on one hop. I think Victor was safe. First look at it on the replay. Hard not to reward, though, a nice defensive play. It slowed down for those watching, and maybe Victor got that hand in there. 2 away, this is Logan Janney. Hit a grand slam back in the 5th. That is the last time King has scored. First pitch ball to him. Bobo sets the second one home as an inside fastball for ball 2. The trio of Brock Culpepper, Eli Norris, and now Aaron Bobo trying to blank King for the 4th consecutive inning to close things out here from the Silver Diamond Baseball Complex. 2-0 fastball away, 3-0. The righty Bobo sets at the belt, and the 3-0 is a fastball for a strike. 3-1 count. Bobo trying to work from behind here in the ninth with 2 outs on the board, and Janney absolutely clobbers one. That is a no-doubter with 2 outs here in the ninth inning. Janney's got a multi-homer day. He was way out in front of an 83-mile-per-hour pitch and crushes it well over the left field wall. He'll round the bases with a 2-out bomb. And now Adrian Vidal. That just means Carson-Newman won't have 4 consecutive scoreless innings to close the day. Should King not rally from down 6 now with 2 outs, the Eagles are going to see Denver Slifka get his 2nd career victory. Swing and a miss by Vidal for strike 1. The King shortstop is one of 2 Tornado players with multiple hits. Slifka is going to be 2-0 potentially. Connor Haynes will be the losing pitcher as Bobo hits Vidal with a slider. 2-out base runner for King now after the home run. Pinch hitter for King here. Kenny Hirschfeld will pinch hit for King. The junior reserve catcher getting the day off at the plate will pinch hit. He's from New Hyde Park, New York, hitting .264. First one from Bobo, knee-high fastball, strike 1. As we said, Slifka started this thing today, got 8 outs. He would be in line for the victory. Connor Haynes, the starter for King, will take the loss. Tough luck loss. 8 runs scored against him, only 1 was earned. Be his 3rd loss of the year. Next one to the pinch hitter is ball 1 low to Hirschfeld. Next one, or Hirschfeld, is low for ball 2. 2 quick outs for Bobo. Now the 2-out bomb and the 2-out hit by pitch have extended the ninth for the Tornado. Bobo sets, and the pitch is hit softly to third. Gibson charging on the run. He'll set his feet, throw across the diamond. That's the ball game. Carson-Newman wins its 11th time in the last 13 and wins a 9th straight at home against King. The Eagles win 13-7 over the Tornado on this Tuesday afternoon. Denver Slifka gets his 2nd career victory, while Connor Haynes suffers his 3rd loss of the season. He falls to 1-3. Carson-Newman wins by scoring 13 runs on 13 hits with 2 errors. King scores 7 times on 7 base hits and commits a season-high 4 errors. Carson-Newman continues its winning ways. The Eagles now have 20 wins this season and close the month of March with a 12th win this month, doubling their win output from the previous month this season. Once again, the final score from the Silver Diamond Baseball Complex, it's Carson-Newman 13, and it is King 7. I'd like to thank our entire camera crew throughout today's action. Matt Scalzo, Jay West, Ian Johnson, Blair Cherry, Andrew Larson, among others, helping us out here on the Eagles Sports Network on this sunny, beautiful Tuesday afternoon that sees Carson-Newman win. An 8-run 2nd inning propels Carson-Newman to victory for the 20th time in 2026. Eagles win by 6, and they're back at home on Friday afternoon. Wingate, nationally ranked Wingate, in town for the Eagles in a 3-game South Atlantic Conference series that begins Friday afternoon at 2 p.m. Once again, the final score here from Jefferson City, Tennessee. It's Carson-Newman 13. It's King 7. Thanks so much for listening and watching. Andrew Rogers signing off, and this is the Eagles Sports Network.